Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Bell Close, the scene for today's Build-based FA Vase fourth round tie between Leighton Town and Walton Hersham. I'm Kieran Carvell, commentating on today's game with my good friend and, of course, part of the media team, Ben Davidge. Ben, how are you, son?
Thanks, Kieran. Brilliant, mate, brilliant. Great setting for today's game. Weather's looking good, pitch is looking superb, which we weren't expecting, so that's always another bonus. And just excited to get the action underway now. 100%. We hope you're all tuning in at home, obviously looking after the town by supporting the club and getting your stream passes in. Now, let's run through today's teams. For Walton and Hersham, in goal, number 1, Liam Allen. Number 2, Stuart Baldwin. Number 3, Louis Collins. 4, Reece Brewster. 5, Joe Hicks, who's captain for today. Number 17, Max Hustwick. Number 7, Harry Mills. 8, Arson Vikaj. Number 9, Dominic Ogan. Number 10, Alex Kelly. Number 11, Sean McCormack. On the bench for Walton and Hersham, number 12, Darren Simpson. Number 14, James Byatt. Number 15, Tom Hensey. Number 16, Will Kawaido? I don't know. Easy for you to say.
I'm confused. 18, Max Lohmeyer. 6, Dan Taylor. And 13, Alfie Mickley, who is also the substitute goalkeeper. Ben, do you want to run us through the town?
Yeah, and starting for your Leighton Town today, we've got number 1, Brad Kirkwood. Number 2, Joe Fitzgerald. Number 3, we've got Rossi Adams. Then we've got Brian Folger and Dave Murphy. Murphy's captain in the side again today. Number 6, we've got Sonny Newbury-Barr. Number 7, Archie McClelland. Number 8, Scott Thomas. Number 9, Jin Burnside. Number 10, Danny Webb, and in number 11 is Ashton Campbell, who was, if you remember, the hero this time last year in the 4th round.
And on the bench for the town, Ben?
On the bench today we have number 12, James Tao, number 14, Tom Bryant, and number 15, Alfie Osborne.
Now, obviously, it is the FA Vase, 7 subs are allowed, but we've just got the 3 on a duty today. Obviously, we have got a small squad, we know that.
Yeah.
It's been shrunk a little bit. We're also missing Jordan Frederick through suspension, same as Tom Silford, and obviously Louis Collier picked up a knock when playing for Hemel during the 3rd lockdown. Do you think that could be a problem for Town, especially not having a backup goalkeeper on the bench as well?
I don't think the backup goalkeeper is necessarily going to be a problem. But
we've got Alfie on the bench.
Geordie, exactly, who's notoriously gone in the sticks more than once. I think Geordie will be a big miss, obviously. You know, he's a big character as well as a player in the middle.
Yeah, maybe miss that forward pass.
Yeah. And in big games like this, he always, keeps a level head and manages to, keep the discipline amongst the team.
And in terms of formation, it's looking like a 4-4-2 for Town. Looks like Fitzy will be playing right back, Brian and Murphs in centre halves.
Yeah, I'm excited about the Brian centre half, and I think Fitzy has got more than, he's more than capable of playing in right back because he's a very quick player. And obviously he's technically good as well. We used to see him in a centre-half role, but it'll be interesting to see how he pulls it off.
And I think from how Brian performed last week in the friendly against Biggleswade, he showed that he's more than capable of playing centre-half. And I think it gives us that aerial presence as well.
That's what we were lacking before last season at times, at games in the Vase. We didn't have that height. We had, Murph's centre-half. He's obviously a solid centre-back, but, when they're peppering balls over the top, you want a big one just to deal with anything. So now we've got that. I suppose we've got.
And also Brian, obviously, as we know, he's a good ball player. He can get the ball down and potentially give us that outball from the back as well if we look to go short. Anyway, there's your teams for today's FA Vase 4th round tie. We'll be back in a few minutes' time as we prepare for kick-off here at Bell Close. Here we are then, subs are about to come out and gearing up for kick-off here at Bell Close. Ben, obviously, you know, score predictions can be a little bit optimistic.
Yeah.
But I'm going to ask for your score prediction. What are you thinking today?
Well,
Especially, obviously, we've seen Walton Hersham play.
Yeah, well, from what I've heard about previous performers, I've heard they like to overplay. Well, not overplay, they try to play out from the back and really build up to attack, and that's a style of play that's, you know, constantly been exposed at Bell Close.
Exactly,
I'd say.
it's an attractive.
Oh, absolutely. If you can play it well, then yeah, absolutely.
And obviously, these guys play down at Walton Casual, Step 3,
yeah.
and it's a 4G pitch. So when you've got that a pitch, you can play that style of football. But obviously, to be fair, Bell Close is looking good today, so they might be able to get the ball down and play. But from what I saw last Saturday, obviously haven't been at the Guildford game, they do like to get the ball down, and they did get caught out a few times.
Yeah.
However, if you can get the ball down and play, it can make it very difficult for the opposition.
Especially when you've got like attackers like Danny Webb, who, you know, are dying for that chance of running at defenders, like somebody that poacher role.
Yeah, somebody who's going to press the centre half. So what I did notice,
absolutely.
Walton Hersham's captain, who is in 5 today, Joe Hicks, he was very complacent sometimes on the ball.
Okay.
However, you know, if we give them the time, then there's no reason why they can't get the ball down and play. So I think from a town point of view, it'd be good to, you know, maybe get into them at the first sort of 10-15 minutes and just see how they feel with it. Maybe a bit of pressure. Somebody like, well, to be fair, if we're going Jim Burnside and Webby up top, it does give us that sort of tenacity to hit the feet of the
high
centre half and the defenders.
Yeah, that's not going to stop running that front two for the first 20 minutes. You expect an intense start.
Definitely. Who do you think could be Town's star man today? Who could take the game by the scruff of the neck and really change this one?
I think there's multiple. Obviously, you've got your Danny Webb, who always shows up in the cup, but I think Archie McClelland, you know.
Personally, did we see enough from Arch maybe last when we the 2021 season, whatever you want to call it? Did we see enough from Arch?
I think the Bradford game, he was a big performer, and you know that came off. He came off with a few goals and an assist, possibly, if my memory serves me right. But this last season that just got voided, you know, he started off the season with a hat-trick. He was on 14 goals or something ridiculous very early on, and had it had continued, maybe he'd have gone on to be the top scorer in the league, because he was heading that way at points. So I think Archie McClelland is definitely a man to watch today.
Definitely. Town are coming out here, as well as Walton and Hersham. Town donning the black armbands in memory of His Royal Highness Prince Philip, who of course sadly passed away a couple of weeks back, and of course that was the reason for today's game being moved to a 6 PM kick-off. It does feel kind of strange, it being a 6 PM kick-off on a Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, you know, there's a bit more sunlight than should it have been a few more weeks ago.
So yeah, we were hopefully playing the sunlight throughout the game.
But,
it's at our level, you don't really tend to
no, absolutely, yeah.
So it's quite a strange feeling, but it's a nice one. It's been it's been a long day.
Yeah, it's really dragged, exciting. You know, the tension's been building all day, especially since we got here at Bell Close. You could feel it. And just to touch on your support, everyone at home who's tuning in, we've heard that we're not sure on the official number, but apparently there's over 200 of you who have brought the stream pass today, and we really appreciate your support. Thank you for tuning in, and feel free to tweet us. Please do use. And we just apologise.
Well, no, after you,
and
mate.
we just apologise. You're stuck with us as commentators.
Yeah, of course. You know, we did try and contact Martin Tyler and Gary Neville, but they were busy.
Yeah, something about an FA Cup.
Yeah, something about that. But we're getting ready now, and we're about to observe a minute silence in memory of Prince Philip. Here we are then, impeccably observed here at Bell Close in memory of Prince Philip. And we're about to get underway here at Bell Close. Exciting. FA Vase 4th round, our first competitive game for 4 whole months.
I mean, like you said, it's the 4th round, but we've only actually played 1 game in this year's Vase. Obviously, we received a bye into the 2nd round because of last season's success, and then Mildenhall pulling out of their game, meaning we get into this round.
Obviously, we missed out on the Mildenhall game. That they obviously pulled out of that one. And obviously, we have only played Galston 4-2 in the last round. A good performance, to be fair, from Town. We looked threatening. And, maybe a little bit of defensive frailty in that one, but we've got, we had Scotty Thomas who played for us, and we're just swapping ends here about Town to attack the shed end straight away. A few flags down the shed end, courtesy of the boys, Josh Wallace, Ryan Cuddy, the lads, and we know you're all tuning in at home, and we are obviously, like we said, absolutely grateful for your support.
Yeah, we're glad we could offer some sort of service, for the great support we've had all this season and the season before. We're glad we can show the game in some medium, although obviously it's not the same with the shed end not being packed. It's still nice to be able to watch a game.
100%. And the subs are in the stands today.
Yeah.
On our left hand side, and the Town boys on the right.
For a game that's behind closed door, it's very busy.
Here we go then, kick off here at Bell Close.
About Sunny Newbury to take the first kick.
Here we go, then underway here at Bell Close. Sonny Newborough taking kick off back to Joe Fitzgerald. Fitzy looks to hit down the right hand side. Archer McLean holding it up, flicks it towards Jim Burnside. Burnside with the captain Joe Hicks holding him back. Burnside plays it back to Sonny. Newborough plays the ball towards Campbell. Headed back in the centre of the park, flicks on. Newborough brings it down. Sonny flicks it back into the centre of the park. Walton Hersham got the ball down here. Look for a ball over the top, and Ogan is in an offside position, and the ball's back to Brad Kirkwood. Early touches for Brad.
Settle a few nerves.
Dave Murphy just pushing
dictating that back line.
Well, that's what you expect from a fine wine like Dave Murphy.
Exactly that. No nonsense.
Kirkwood kicks
Tell him
the
how
ball
it is.
for Archie. McLean looks to bring it down. Collins heads it up the pitch. Newbury in there.
Great win by Sonny there.
Ogan here, Brian getting into Ogan here on the left-hand side. He's looking to hold it back. Plays it to McCormack. McCormack into Kelly. He's back to McCormack. McCormack on the left-hand side. Puts the ball across. Brian clears it out for a throw-in deep into the left-hand half on the left-hand side.
A very quick start there from
Walton
and Hersham.
Get the ball down the play.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we said, they're quite intense, like we expected from the start. They're going for it. They've got a youthful side, and you can see that in the pace and energy.
The number 3, an academy product of Walton Hersham, who gives away a foul there on McClelland. It'll be Kirkwood to take, looking to get it up the pitch and get Town higher up, playing into Walton Hersham's half.
Yeah, it's a very good start from Walton Hersham. They won most of the ball.
Looking for Jim Burnside here to get on the ball.
Yeah,
bring it down and
knock it down, play off. Webby can play off him, like we've seen in the friendlies.
And of course
they're a very good partnership.
Pot and United together, so they've got some sort of understanding.
Absolutely.
It's won by Brewster. Murphy wins it with Ogan challenging, and that's late from Ogan there. That's very late from Ogan on Murphy.
No foul there.
And the
referee's got to get control of this game.
And that was very late from Ogan there on Dave Murphy. It's already got an edge to it.
Yeah, that's not great. You'd think the ref would want to get control of this game early, but he's letting big tackles like that go.
And he's actually
You've got to ask questions.
Free kick there.
That's questionable. Well, we expected an intense start, and what have we got, Kieran?
A very intense start, my friend. Very intense start.
I wouldn't change it for the world.
No. This is what the FA Vase is all about.
This is what Dave Murphy's about as well. He loves these kind of games.
And, this number 11 here is about to take the free kick for Walton Hersham. McCormack, he got Walton Hersham's goal away at Guildford. And he was a very tidy little player.
Yeah, good player.
Very good on the ball. Looked to always come inside and find feet.
Would you say he's, their biggest threat?
I'd say him as well as the man standing over the free kick now, Alex Kelly.
Yeah.
He was very decent.
Well, that's a great ball in.
Joe Hicks wins it, plays it back across.
Just wide of the post
big chance there.
There's claims for something, but we're not sure what.
And Brad Kirkwood looks to take it quickly, but seems like a head injury to one of the Walton Hersham players. That was a good delivery there, and the captain, Joe Hicks, got up there and headed it back across goal. So a very good chance for the visitors. Should really have put that away, just wide of the far right post.
Yeah, that's a really great delivery, like you said. You know, they won the header, you just expect more of an end product there.
I think they'll be disappointed not to have scored there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did you see what the claims were there for? I didn't.
Just seemed like a bit of a coming together.
Yeah. Anything intentional? Or?
No, not for me. Not for me. Yeah. I mean, if to be fair, the referee's letting this one go here on Murphy, then...
Well, yeah, you've got to have some consistency.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if they are both wrong decisions. So yeah, like we thought, it does look like a 4-4-2 formation, possibly even a 4-2-4 with the midfielders a lot higher up.
You know, we'd expect that with Archie McClelland and Ashton Campbell playing on the right and the left-hand side. They are, you know, realistically, they are strikers by trade.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we like to utilise their strengths out wide, but they do seem to be playing further forward.
Yeah, we saw
as a right mid and left mid.
Yeah, we saw this against Bulldog, didn't we, a few weeks back? You know, we were really going for it. We at times I think lacked a bit of cover in the middle.
I think when you have McClelland and Campbell as your right and left mid, they do like to get high. And especially when you play two in the middle with Newbury and Scotty Thomas, it does leave you somewhat vulnerable.
Yeah, both attacking midfielders too.
Yeah, exactly. It does. You know, personally, like we said on the Town Talk podcast, we like three in the middle.
Yeah, we like that Brian as coverage almost, that holding midfielder role.
I'm a big fan of Brian at centre half.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, why not go for it, you know? It's an FA Vase game, you've got to take risks.
Exactly, 100%. Anyway, but play back to get underway here, again at Bell Close. Kirkwood to take. Webby looking to get up, but Hicks wins it. Looking for Ogun. Thomas flicks it back up towards Walton Hersham's half. Baldwin wins it. Finds Thomas. Thomas looking for a switch out to McClelland.
It's a great ball.
Could find Webb. McClelland here. Taking it past Collins. That could be a penalty! And it's a Town penalty! Louis Collins fouls Archie McClelland in the area. It's a blatant penalty. No questions asked. Yeah. And he has gone in the book for Walton Hersham. I mean, it's in the area.
Double jeopardy.
Archie was in there. But it's a definite penalty for Leighton Town. And Archie McClelland does brilliantly to win that there with Louis Collins blatantly bringing him down, and that's a definite penalty, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. He's made no attempt at the ball. He's just gone through him. It looks like he could have lost his footing and kind of just slipped, but so yeah, I think the yellow card's the right decision. They've given the penalty too, and you know, like we said, the double jeopardy rule means
of course,
no red card. And you know, it weren't anything too malicious.
And the main man, Danny Webb, who is back from us from Hemel, and he is about to step up for Leighton Town to potentially make it 1-0 here in the Build Base FA Vase 4th round. Danny Webb for Leighton Town. It's a goal. Wow. 1-0 Leighton Town. Danny Webb into the bottom right corner, and Town lead here in the FA Vase.
You don't expect anything less. When that man steps up for a penalty, it's going in, I'm afraid.
He does have a very, very tidy penalty record for Leighton Town, barring the two he missed in the game.
He made up for it with a goal.
He did made up for it with a goal in that game. But it is 1-0 to Leighton Town with Danny Webb scoring. And it's a really tidy penalty. Send the goalkeeper the wrong way. And Town now have the upper hand here already in the tie.
That's a great start. You know, we started on the back foot, but on our first counter-attack, really, we managed to win a penalty and get the goal.
And I'd just like to actually shout out a friend of ours, Ryan Cuddy, who predicted that Town would go 1-0 up in the 7th minute.
Oh, wow. There you go, Ryan Cuddy. It's that Irish luck, mate.
Here we go, then, back underway. Walton Hersham clipping it towards the right-hand side. And it's gone out for a throw-in. Town really could now kick on and get that early goal settle. Find themselves in front just 7 minutes into the tie.
I'd expect to see the Town's quality really come through now. You know, the nerves are settled, like you said. A bit of freedom, a bit of pressure off their shoulders.
Definitely.
Should come into our own here.
100%. Ross Adams shutting down the Walton Hersham player. Scotty Thomas gets there and plays a calm ball back to Dave Murphy. Murphy looking for a clip up the line. Looking for Danny Webb to run. Huswick shuts him out, and it's a throw-in to today's visitors. It is for Cadge, but Burnside wins it. It's deflected. Headed back to Kelly. Kelly flicks it up to Ogun. Ogun brings it down. Play it back to Kelly. Kelly looking to play out here. Can he find McCormack on the left-hand side? Takes a touch past Newbury Bar. He's driving forward. Archie's getting back. Here's McCormack. McCormack cuts back inside on his right. There's nothing in that.
No, he's gone over far too easy for me there.
Brewster plays it in to Ogun. Ogun looking to turn out. find Kelly, but it's out for a Town throw-in.
I don't see anything wrong with that challenge.
A few early tackles finding that in this one.
Yeah.
There was nothing in that, was there?
No, not at all for me. He's just put his body in front of him and he's in the air before he's even made contact, to be honest with you, Kieran.
Fitzy plays a short one to Brad. Brad taking a touch. Back to Fitzy.
That's what we like to see, a bit of calmness.
Fitzgerald
confidence.
flicks it up to Vakaj. Plays it into Brewster. Brewster to Kelly. Back to Brewster. Good 1-2. Fitzy's there.
Yeah, that's a
Town
throw.
throw-in. He plays it off of Brewster, and that's very good from Joe Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Who I must say has been exceptional
He
since
is,
joining in the summer.
Oh, wow.
A real fan favourite.
Yeah, absolutely. Since he was at Aylesbury Vale, he was a
when
standout
we
player
were
in
here.
the Spartan.
Here we were, I
Yeah,
remember.
absolutely, mate.
And Vakaj getting on the ball now, looking to spray
really
it right.
Steps up.
He finds Baldwin. Baldwin looking to play past Campbell. Plays it into the feet of Mills. Mills turns, good challenge from Ross Adams. It's back to Vakaj for the visitors. Into Kelly. Kelly, a good touch, looking to take it past Newbury Bar. He looks for Baldwin, but Webby's back, and he does really well there. That's very composed from Danny Webb.
Yeah, that's
Back to
great
Kirkwood.
coverage.
Kirkwood looks to play it out to the left-hand
That's
side.
a bit late as well. The ref's got to get control of this game because it's going to get very tasty very quickly.
It is. It's getting a little bit nasty.
Yeah, you don't like to see it. Not this early on, anyway.
No. A little bit later in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. When the floodlights come on. But just a few late ones on, Bradley Kirkwood there.
He's a lovely young boy.
Yeah, he is. I nearly called him Bradley Cooper there, I must say.
Well, I would say they've got similarities.
Very similar. Both great-looking men.
That's a throw-in out on the right-hand side for Walton Hersham, who Baldwin to take. He's looking to hit line. Plays it. The ball back up. Baldwin inside to Vakaj. Ross Adams high in the sky.
Out.
Scotty Thomas looking to get under it. Does well to hold off Vakaj. Newbury Bar there, playing it into Scott Thomas. Plays a forward ball to Webby.
Great.
Here's Danny Webb. Danny Webb looking for Archie McClellan on the
superb.
right-hand side. Collins looking to defend. Archie's putting him under here. Collins, can he play out? He's going to kick that out for a throw in there on the right-hand side.
Leighton
And
Town
Town are high in Walton Hersham's half. It's a throw in from Fitzy. Looking for Burnside. Hicks flicks it up into the air. Pushing the back there on Danny Webb in the area. Scott Thomas heads it back to Burnside. Burnside free header. Back into the box. Could it fall to Burnside there? Hicks does well to turn out. And now he's looking for a pass. Plays it inside to Kelly. Kelly out to McCormack. McCormack back to Collins. Collins touch. He's looking for a clip up the channel. It's not the greatest of balls from the young left back.
No, he's not done his teammates any favours there.
Murphy defending. Ogun coming in. But Murphy flicks it back up the line. Brewster. Sonny Newbar holding
There's
off.
nothing
Little
in
push
that.
in the back there maybe, and the referee has given it. Sonny does well there, holding, just standing in front of the free kick, not letting it be taken quickly. Kelly looks to spray it. He does out onto the right-hand side. Huswick coming inside, past Ross Adams. Huswick comes inside, looking to get a shot off on his left foot. Plays it back for Cash. Here's Mills. Ross Adams standing him up. Mills tries to get a ball in the box, but it's cleared by Dave Murphy. Ashton Campbell picking it up on the edge of the area. Can he drive up the left-hand side? Plays the ball up to Danny Webb. And that's
a foul.
That's a well won there by Danny Webb, getting his body in front of the ball early on.
Yeah, that's smart.
And showing
there.
he's not going to
he's
give
looking for the foul.
a
Yeah,
minute.
that's very tactical. Showing his experience
Archie
as well.
McClellan's in plenty of space on this right-hand side if Adams can find him. He's going to try the big switch, and he does. And that's a
Wow, and
fantastic
he
ball
pulled
from
it
Ross
off.
Adams. Archie McClellan now on the right-hand side of Walton Hersham's box. He's already beaten Collins once. Can he beat him again? The young
Town
fullback
corner.
does very well there. And it's a Town corner on the right-hand side, and Adams will come over to take this set piece.
A very good 10 minutes of football for Leighton.
It's a bright start, isn't it?
Yeah,
From Town.
It's a superb start. I don't think they could have asked much better. We've shown we can defend, we can handle the pressure at the back, and then gone on to counter and win the penalty and score the goal. So yeah, it's got a bit of everything so far this performance.
So,
All good. Yeah, I don't think Sweeney could be asking for much more.
No, definitely not. It'll be Ross Adams to take here on the right-hand side. Corner for Town. Adams puts it into the box. Burnside's there. Oh, and Burnside just rolled his man there. Got quite a lot of space in the
great
area
movement
there.
there.
And he fired it over the shed end. But a good bit of movement from Jim
Yeah.
Burnside.
Yeah, that's a good set piece. You saw Murphs and Bry obviously splitting off there, and then Burnside rolling off his man. Created that space.
Most
Another time
definitely.
that could come off.
Huswick bringing it out. Webby's pressing
great
him.
pressure.
Webby's really
Pressure
pressing
that we
Huswick here,
talked
not
about.
giving him a minute. And the ball's across to
Superb.
Hicks. Jim Burnside pressing Hicks there, but Hicks carries it out, and he's found himself in a little bit of space inside their own half. Hicks still coming.
The work
Tries to
ethic of
spray a ball
Leighton
there to Mills, but like I said there with Hicks, too much on the ball there.
Yeah.
Here's Vakaj. Newbury Bar gets in there, but it comes back to Vakaj, who plays it out to Kelly. Kelly on the half turn plays it towards McCormack. McCormack now on the left hand side. Joe Fitzgerald to stand him up, but he comes inside. Brian Folger's there, and he plays it back up the right hand side. Collins to get in on it. Collins plays one into the centre. Brian to come and win it, but McCormack gets there at first. Plays a ball out to the right hand side to Mills, who's now just got Ross Adams to run at. There's a ball inside. Can he find Baldwin? But he plays it into the box, and Dave Murphy puts it out for a Walton Hersham corner.
Yeah, well,
Better from the visitors.
Sorry, say that again, mate.
Better from the visitors.
Yeah, absolutely. A bit more intensity, but Murphy's, 2 or 3 times he's been found in that position and he's got it out every single time. So, no real threat to the goal as of
He's
yet.
somebody that he is getting on in age, and he won't mind us saying that, but he uses that
Experience, should we call it?
He reads the game so well that he
Absolutely.
gives himself an extra couple of yards on.
Yeah, he doesn't,
players that potentially have
run
pace
himself
on him.
silly. He can just, sit back a bit. He knows where to go. He knows what he's doing.
Maybe Alex Kelly's whipped the corner in on the right hand side for Walton Hersham.
Who has been a real bright spot for the away team so far.
He looks to go short to Mills. It's a poor effort.
Ref, you've got
very
late.
late. I'm trying to see that. That's
The ref's
Scott
got
Thomas,
to control
I
this
think.
game, I'm afraid.
That's very late.
There's
again
no
for the
attempt on the
visitors.
ball there.
No.
You'd think at some point he's going to have to distribute some cards, Kieran.
Yeah, he's already given a card to young Louis Collins, but for me, that's a yellow all
In
day
that
long.
area as well, you don't need to be flying off your feet there. There's clearly a lot of players there.
Would you say potentially maybe the pressure getting to the visitors
Well,
already?
yeah, absolutely. I think Leighton are under their skin, to be honest with you, mate.
I think I'd be inclined to agree with you, and it
There
does look like I believe it's Max Hustwick going into the book for the
rightly
Swans.
so. There can't be really any complaints
No,
or
most
protests about that
definitely
one.
not.
He came off his feet,
And Hustwick
Yeah, that's the right decision
enters
for
the
me.
book. That's 2 Walton Hersham players in the book, and we're only just over 15 minutes into this tie.
Although there are some, there's some complaints from the Walton Hersham bench, but I'm not sure what over.
No, it's a blatant foul.
Yeah,
It's
for
an
me,
easy yellow card.
I mean, he's off his feet,
Definitely.
On some occasions, you'd see that being a red.
Yeah, you could do.
Yeah.
You've seen them given.
Absolutely. So I
Not
don't know what the
quite Craig
protests
Dawson,
are
Not
about.
quite Craig Dawson early for the Irons.
No, not quite. But hey, you try best.
It's a good win by Hicks. He finds McCormack, flicks it onto Ogan, who brings it down well, and he could rhyme out Brian Folger. Fitzy covering inside. Here's Ogan. Looks to play inside to Brewster. Brewster, can he switch it to Mills? He does. Ross Adams standing him up on the left-hand side. Mills looking slightly threatening, but not quite doing anything with the ball against Ross Adams. Ross Adams done quite well there.
Yeah, well, there's obviously the old cliche that they don't
Danny
want
Webb
the
could
ball,
press it
but
here.
Walton
Hustwick's bad
Hersham
touch,
do
and
not
Jim
want this
Burnside
ball.
could be in here. Burnside gets the ball
that's
stuck under his feet,
unfortunate.
but the town pressed there on the centre half.
They
again.
really don't want it, Kieran, I'm afraid. Like, every time getting the ball, they're rushing, they're panicking, they just want to get it out their feet as quick as possible. As you can see here, well, a bit more composure there.
Scott Thomas gets in the way and intercepts McCormack's pass, but Ogan's there, and that looked like it gone there.
Yeah.
But Ogan gets there, but Brian
Well
Folger
recovered.
covering, and it's a throw-in for the visitors out here on the left-hand side, closest to the stand.
Yeah, you just think the away side would like a bit more composure on the ball. I don't know if it's, the big occasion, but they're definitely
Big day out.
panicking. Well, it's for everyone coming down to Belclose.
I've heard
mate.
that. Archie McClellan wins. Oh,
I've not
looked
really
like
seen
a town
that.
throw in there.
Yeah.
Collins will take the throw again for the visitors. Hicks here in space if he could pick it up. But he looks to play into Kelly, who's in Town's box. Fitzy
well
wins
done.
it. Scott Thomas looks to hook it forward. He does. It's not bad from Baldwin, but Adams could play a ball here to Webb. Hustwick looking to deal with it, and he does. Plays a short one to Baldwin. And Baldwin plays the ball up the line to Mills, but once again, can't quite get the beating of Ross Adams.
Yeah, that's it. It just seems very forced at the minute. You just like to see him sit back a bit, relax on the ball. Because they've definitely got, the potential.
They've got the ability to do it, and
cause a threat, but it's just a bit rushed.
Just a little bit of panic, maybe.
Yeah, but big occasion.
They are already chasing the game. When
Yeah,
you go 1-0
exactly.
down early on, sometimes the game plan that they set out with could have gone out the window.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when they, their efforts early on in the first 10 minutes were quickly diminished by the Town's defence. That must be very, disheartening and demoralising for them.
Definitely.
Maybe knock their confidence down a peg or two. I wonder if this one will go behind on their TikTok, Kieran.
Well, we'll wait and see. Kirkwood flicks it long, and Webb flicks it on, and Hicks plays it. It looked like a clearance, but Baldwin picks it up. Looks to play a ball up the right channel. Adams wins it. Fakaj gets on the ball, plays it to Kelly. Kelly back to Baldwin. Baldwin plays the ball out to Mills. Mills back to Brewster, and Brewster looking to play on the outside of his peg, but it's back to Brad Kirkwood. That wasn't a bad passage of play there, though. Nice little touch.
It's potential. Obviously, it's common sense, but if there's a striker there, that'd have been a great ball.
I mean,
then,
great Michael Owen masterclass there from you, young man. See, this is why we've signed him up. Is that a Jamie Redknapp reference?
Yeah.
Webby flicks it.
Oh,
Burnside could have been in there, but he found himself in an offside position. Visitors looking to take it quickly. The goalkeeper standing over it.
Danny Webb just
Liam Allen
breaking down the play for a bit, though.
Hicks also standing over this one, but with the goalkeeper taken.
McCormack finding himself in some space over here on the left, though.
Yeah,
Fitzy just drifting
okay on the ball.
across.
So
I think
10,
for me, he's
Alex
been
Kelly.
the promising one. 11, he seems like their attacking outlet where
and
the
that
goal
was,
is most likely to come from.
You're spot on there. It was the same against Guildford. Whenever he got on the ball, that was when they looked like they might create something. Anyway, here's Fakaj, looking to step past Campbell, who stays with him, and that's good hassle from Ashton Campbell. Fakaj plays to McCormack, gets it stuck under his feet, and there's 3 Town bodies there, straight in on them.
It's just the work ethic we were talking about. They're on every single ball at the minute. It's really great to see.
And Collins with a quick throw out to Brewster. Folger
Brian
standing him
Holden
up.
is mad.
Standing him up there, Brian Folger.
That's great
Brian Folger's
defending.
done brilliantly there.
He stood up, not done anything
Not a
silly.
great ball though out, and Fakaj gets on it. Newbury Bar does well there.
He hasn't stopped running in the middle, Newbury Bar. Very
He's
impressive.
been very good so far.
We're chasing every ball down like that.
Nothing in that. Scott Thomas wins it.
He's won that very fair.
And Town could break here. Ashton Campbell on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Campbell coming forward. Plays the ball into Burnside. Burnside, good touch. Flicks one
what a
through
ball.
to Campbell.
That's
Campbell here on the
superb.
left. Gets the ball into the box. And it's claimed by Liam Allen.
Very
But that is
promising
good,
from the
good
Town once
counter-attacking
again.
football there from Leighton Town.
Yeah. Well, they're just every ball they're there chasing it down. Second ball,
Huswick
we seem to
looking
be winning
to-
it. It's brilliant.
Huswick looking to play it out to McCormack, but McClellan gets there. Here's Fitzgerald. Plays the ball up towards Webb, over the head of Hicks. But he's being hassled by Danny Webb.
Ooh. It's a goal kick for
It's a goal
Walton
kick.
Hersham,
But
apparently.
once again, the centre-backs, they're really not liking that press from Danny Webb and Jim Burnside.
Yeah, like we said before the game, Kieran, we knew it was going to cause them problems, but not to this extent, maybe. We thought they'd maybe plan for it, but...
Allen plays it short to Huswick. Huswick looking for a ball up the right channel, but Adams is there. Adams flicks it back towards Town goal, but Folger comes in and wins it.
Folger.
Ball over the head of Baldwin. Campbell rolls his man really well. And Campbell now on the left-hand side plays it into Newbury Bar. Newbury Bar turns out, looking for that switch to McClelland. It's been on many a time. Collins maybe not getting tight enough to him. McClelland takes it back, looking for a 1-2 with Burnside.
Really open up
Gets
the
it.
pitch there,
Plays it back to
Newbury
McClelland. Fakaj is in there, and it goes out for a Town goal kick. McClelland nearly in there. Once again, he's looked really lively, Archie, on the right-hand side.
Yeah, and Newbury Bar in the middle as well. He's got the ball on multiple occasions. He's turned out and he's really opened up that right side of the pitch.
I feel like it's maybe just a little bit more composure from Town, who have showed that they can, when the ball's in tight areas, they can get it and just play a simple ball to get them out.
Absolutely. Just a bit more level-headedness, that's all.
Anyway, still 1-0 here at Leighton Town, who are just joining us.
Oh, that's a great turn there by Rossi Adams.
Plays a short ball to Campbell. Campbell looking inside for Webb, but is intercepted by Huswick. Murphy just gets in front of Hogan there.
Again,
Looks
that's
like
a
he
bit
could've won a
late
foul
on
there.
Dave Murphy. You'd like to see the ref getting hold of this game.
There's a short throw back towards goal to Huswick. Huswick switching it out to Hicks. Hicks takes a touch and turns out.
McCormack once again finding himself in space in this left line.
Back to Huswick.
Even that there, it just looks a bit nerve-wracking for them
A
at the
little
back.
Kelly looks to flick one round the corner, but Campbell intercepts. Kelly's now got it back, facing his own goal.
That's not the right way.
Great hassle from Town. Kelly looks to play it up the line, but plays
Just
out
every time.
for
Just on
a
it.
throw-in off of Danny Webb. Baldwin with the throw, plays it to the chest of Kelly. And Baldwin gets the ball back. Back to Kelly, looking for a ball up to Mills, but Adams is there again. But Mills just gets the better of him that time. But Adams recovers. Mills has still got the ball. Him and Adams having a bit of a tussle down that right side. Quite an interesting battle, that one.
Yeah.
And Adams gives away the foul that time.
It'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because both very alert players who seem to be up to fighting for it. I'm interested in watching the formation. It's always almost looking like a free at the back now, though, with the wing backs.
Who for Town?
Yeah, it's almost looking like a Murphy
I think it's
centre.
because I think Oh, it's a good ball in that side to Brewster. Brewster looks to play across. Ogun actually brings it down there. It goes out for a goal kick to Town. Like I say, that I think it's not necessarily a free, but when Archie drops in there to cover Fitzy, I think they've sort of identified the danger maybe of McCormack just potentially doubling up on them, not giving them anything to potentially get a shot off a goal.
Yeah, when you see Rossi go forward as well, it shifts kind of into a back three.
Exactly, you do need
Archie
that cover because
as well for
not necessarily Fitzy, but Rossi especially does like to get forward.
Yeah, he likes to go on an adventure, Rossi.
Right, James.
James Taylor joining us today.
It's looking lovely. Is that haircut?
Yeah, he has. No longer looks like Elvis Presley.
Mills flicks it. Adams looking to bring it down, but flicks it back up the pitch, but it's gone out for a Walton Hersham throw-in.
Into the cricket pitch.
Fourth official here today.
Yeah,
don't normally see
rarity.
that this early in bars.
Yeah, at this level, it's great. I feel like royalty.
No, that's what I really do.
Yeah.
Here's Baldwin, plays it into Kelly, plays it back to Baldwin. Baldwin, good touch, takes it
Very
past Thomas
smart.
there, very composed.
Wow.
Mills looking to flick it past Adams, but Adams gets the ball and plays it into the centre of the park. Newbury up again against
Challenging
Fakaj.
for
He's
every
been brilliant
ball,
against
it's
him.
amazing.
Burnside looking to turn, but Hicks gets there. Very composed. And Fakaj looking to take it up this left-hand side, looking for McCormack. Could go back to Collins, but he plays it inside the pitch to Brewster. Webb comes across to try and shut him down, and Brewster plays it to Huswick. Huswick looking for this ball on this left-hand side. Very poor once again from Huswick. Murphy. What's the ball? That is from Dave Murphy to Campbell. And Campbell looking to take on Huswick here. Plays the ball inside to Danny Webb. Danny Webb's got it in the area. Flicks it into Burnside. 2-0!
Oh! What a passage of play and what a save
is
by the Walton Hersham goalkeeper there.
What a save from Liam
Let's talk
Allen.
about the build-up play there, Kieran. That was absolutely superb. From the ball from Dave Murphy.
Dave Murphy found Campbell there, and Campbell, brilliant ball inside to Webb, and Webb flicked it into the path of Burnside, and what an unbelievable save from Liam Allen.
Yeah, credit where credit's due. That's a superb save. Jim Burnside, that wasn't a poor finish.
It's not a bad finish, but he should score there.
Yeah,
he should score.
You'd want your strike to score, but that's not bad. Like, you can take positives from that. It's very, very good football.
It's Ross Adams with a corner far on the left-hand side.
Number 4, Brian Folger, definitely a threat here.
That's a good ball in. It's over the head of Allen. Over Allen's hands. And no one quite arriving there at the back post, but a ball with real pace from Ross Adams.
Yeah, not a bad ball at all.
And that's now, Walton Hersham didn't have that early header when it was still 0-0, but that's, a goal and a big, big chance there for Town to make it 2-0.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I don't see that being their last. I think their more will come. Still 15 minutes or so left of the first half.
Huswick
I think there's definitely another goal in this half.
For Kaj.
Murph's is definitely venturing forward a bit more.
Yeah, most definitely. McCormack looking to take on Fitzgerald. McCormack gets the ball across the face of goal. That's a really good ball from McCormack. No one challenging there. You'd like to see Ogun, the big number 9, getting himself in the box there. Here's Mills looking to stand up. Ross Adams takes it past him. He's done Ross Adams there. Rossi got a hold of him. Great save by Brad Kirkwood. And Ross Adams was in there to get rid of the rebound, but Kelly still got it. Looking to play a ball back across the face, and Brian Folger's in there. Newbury to get it away, and he does so. That's a very good save from Brad
It's very
Kirkwood.
composed, cool defending from the Town.
Hicks manages to get there, but
Jim Burnside putting the efforts in once again.
And that's late from Jim Burnside. That's very late from Jim Burnside there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely a foul there.
Yeah, it's a blatant yellow card there for Jim Burnside. You can't say fairer than that.
But,
I mean, it was
football.
late on Hicks. But that's what you get from Jim Burnside. It's not
It's the kind of player, it's football, I'm afraid, especially at this level, if you're not used to it. Welcome to Leighton Town.
100%. Not giving anyone any time on the ball is Jim Burnside or Danny Webb.
To be honest, he's been superb. He has not stopped running. The second he joined the club.
Certainly has, and he's a very good addition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Especially with Louis Collier missing out through injury as well. Doesn't give us that option.
What I'm noticing about the away side here is number 9, Ogun. He seems very isolated up there. He doesn't seem to have much support.
But then again, then I'd argue that that ball that came across a minute ago from McCormack, he was
where is he?
nowhere near it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is he giving them enough?
Or unless he's, trying to do the job of 3 forwards, maybe. But
McCormack's the only one that really put some deliveries in. Mills got past Adams there, but I'd like to see more from Ogun up there. I know you'd like to say potentially he's isolated, but then does Kelly, the 10, need to get closer to him, given an option? Anyway, here's Hicks, plays it inside to Brewster. Brewster takes a touch in the centre of the park, plays it to Kelly. Kelly turning out, finds the feet of McCormack. McCormack looking for a clip ball into Ogun, but just don't seem to be on the same wavelength there.
Yeah,
Ogun not making
not clicking for them at the minute, is it? You know, the potential for good attacks are there, but it just doesn't seem to be dropping for them. But all it takes is one, and they're back in the game.
Certainly does, mate. Certainly does, especially with just a 1-goal lead for the Town.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could have been 2 with Burnside's missed chance just a few moments ago. Brad Kirkwood plays it up towards Archie McClelland, who challenges against Collins, but it's a good win from the young lad. Looks like Ogun came back from an offside position there, and the linesman's flag is up on the far side. Yeah,
very good discipline from the back four there from
and
the
a very
Town.
good spot from himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the back four for Leighton have definitely been, key so far. They've been very disciplined, calm, composed.
Haven't really seen much panic.
Stuck what they're doing.
Walton Hersham, you could say, potentially have had the better of the ball and the attack. But, when Town are going forward, we do.
It's all about efficiency,
we always
isn't
look
it?
like scoring a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Quantity over quality.
Ball up towards Archie McClelland, goes
all
over
the other way around,
and it's out for a Walton Hersham goal kick. I'm sure Liam Allen's confidence is sky high after that save from Jim Burnside.
Well, you'd think so. Superb save. That, let's be honest, he's not expected to make that at all.
Definitely not.
Last week, was he good goalkeeper, do you think?
To be fair, he didn't really get tested.
No.
Obviously
there's a penalty shootout, but you can't really judge him on that.
Penalty saves, but in terms of overall play, Guildford, apart from their goal, didn't really test him much.
Yeah. Which is a surprise considering they're the Step 5 team.
But looking at the two teams, you wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah.
Walton and Hersham, to be fair to them, you could tell that they were the better team. But that's what happens when you've got, like Guildford had a new manager, you've got a lot of new players coming in, and they were having a poor season before the lockdown, whereas Walton Hersham were flying in their division below. And Ogun, they're looking for McCormack, but Fitzgerald read it well and plays the ball out to McClelland. Collins getting into McClelland. McClelland wins it.
Good,
finds Burnside. Burnside turning out. Can he find Webb? But Hicks intercepts the ball. Oh, and that's
a
one
stinger.
right in the face there to Jim Burnside. And Jim Burnside giving a little bit of afters there to Hicks.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's been said there, but there's definitely been something said there.
Was potentially a bit of afters there because it was an accidental.
Oh yeah, but I don't think it's.
You're not gonna react to that if it's just accidental. But
yeah, exactly.
Was there a bit of afters there?
Yeah, I think there was something said. But who knows? It's not for us to say.
The referee just calling over Dave Murphy, captain for today. Obviously, club captain, but Jordan Frederick missing out through suspension. It's very quiet here about goals.
Yeah, nothing to do with the captain. Well,
probably best to call
it's good to go through the captain. I'm sure Murphs will send the message across very sternly.
That's what you
so
get.
Not mess around.
That's what you get from somebody like Dave Murphy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's good to see the referee calling over the captain, I think.
Yeah, just trying to calm that game.
Yeah, exactly.
Get Murphy. Put his arm around Jim Burnside.
That's it. Just have a word. Because if he hears it from Murph,
Yeah, but then I would say now, I think Jim Burnside's on a tightrope.
Yeah, absolutely.
One more from him.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful.
Him and Hicks has been an interesting battle so far.
Yeah. It was a very hard kick he got in the face there as well. He must be feeling it.
He was straight back up. I mean, what a man.
Yeah, evidently.
Anyway, ball's back in play, and Town have won the throw-in. Fitzy's going to come and take it.
Dave Murphy, the captain today, yelling abuse. Not abuse, sorry.
Come on.
Not abuse.
Wouldn't do that.
Let's not say abuse. Yelling demands to his team.
Fitzy pressing.
There's not much in that for me.
Cormac.
Challenging for the ball.
Yeah, well, for me, it's a foul.
It's football, mate. If you're not challenging, you're not trying.
Ball's out to Huswick from Hicks. Huswick looking to bring it out now on the right-hand side. Collins looking for the switch there, but was being marked by McClelland. But strange call. Murphy gets in there.
Dave Murphy in that position again, coming forward and winning the ball.
McClelland, but it's into Collins' feet. Collins brings it down, plays it to McCormack. There's a ball there to Kelly if he can find him, and he does. Scott Thomas tracking Alex Kelly. Alex Kelly on the left-hand side. Can he come inside? Looks to play a ball back, finds McCormack. McCormack coming inside. Looking to take it past Thomas, back to Kelly. Very good intricate play there from Walton and Hersham, but it just doesn't quite work for them.
Yeah, that's unlucky. That hasn't come off from there. Very promising play.
Kirkwood looking for a quick ball up the pitch, looking for Danny Webb. It's a good kick from Brad Kirkwood, very deep. And Hicks and Burnside going to challenge. And Hicks just comes
there from Hicks.
Just comes away the better there with the ball. Huswick out to Baldwin. Baldwin trying to find the feet of Mills. That's very soft.
Yeah.
He's gone down.
Yeah, he's gone down very easily there. It's going to be very interesting to watch this battle play out with Jim Burnside and Hicks for the rest of the game. You know, it's going to be a real test of character of Jim Burnside if he manages to keep his head when he's clearly trying to wind him up.
Exactly. You know, he's got to keep his head. Yeah. And you know, Jim Burnside's an experienced player at this level, and you would be disappointed if he was to lose it again. Anyway, Hicks has got the ball again out on the left-hand side.
Archie picking up his man very well there
Ball
on the
into
left.
Ogan. Ogan dropping deep to try and get on the ball. Plays McCormack. Murphy's got an eye on Kelly. McCormack looking for a switch to Mills. That's a very poor ball from Sean McCormack.
I mean, you can see what they're doing, but it's very ambitious.
It certainly was.
Got a bit scrappy these last 10 minutes, Kieran.
Well, the intensity was clear to see from the start. And I don't know, maybe that was a game plan from Walton Hersham to get in the faces of Town early on, but it shouldn't phase Town because you know, we want to get in the faces.
We've been at this level before,
exactly.
You know.
Yeah, we've done the Vase.
Game management, you know, that we've experienced before.
Exactly.
So they should be more than able to handle it.
And like you say, this time in the 4th round.
It's an Ainsbury Rovers game. How did that one end, Kieran?
I've been told to stop speaking about it. Brewster out to McCormack on the left-hand side. McCormack takes a touch inside. Can he find Kelly? He's making a run down the channel on the left. McCormack just holding the ball up, playing it back to Collins. Collins looking for that ball back to Hicks. And once again, Walton Hersham looking to just go back and keep it simple, keep themselves on the ball, keep it ticking over. Huswick plays the ball right to Baldwin. Baldwin getting closed down by Campbell, and Campbell wins it easily. Poor touch from Baldwin there. Campbell comes inside, driving away from his man, but it's a little bit too much from Ashton there. Newbury getting in there, getting involved. Collins comes and wins it. Plays a little one on the outside of his left foot. Murphy heads away.
Murphy's to sweep up once again.
Baldwin gets the better of Campbell. Adams looking to get in ahead of Mills, but Mills just gets there. And Mills looks to play a switch to McCormack. That's a very good ball from the number 7. And McCormack, can he beat Fitzgerald here? Looks to get on his right foot, plays a good ball into the box. It's over the head of Ogan, and nobody was following it in the back post, and it goes out for a Leighton Town goal kick.
Yeah, it just goes back to that isolation that we mentioned earlier. He seems very alone in that middle. You'd like to see, you know, the right-sided player arriving a bit later, getting on the end of that.
Coming in at the back post because he did go over the heads of the Town centre-halves, and he could have been in there.
Yeah, absolutely. About 7 minutes left of the first half. 1-0 Leighton Town.
1-0 Town. Are you happy with the first half performance so far, Ben?
I think you've got to take the 1-0 going into half time. I think the performance justifies more, and obviously that great save by Allen in the Walton Hersham goal denied us that.
And Kelly gets the better of Thomas there. Thomas nearly brings him down. Looks to play a ball through McCormack, but Kirkwood's there. And the referee's pulled it back for a free kick there.
Wow,
it's not bad refereeing, but was the ball's gone through?
Yeah, was there a chance on there for Walton Hersham?
I think Kirkwood was going to gather, but you've
got to let it play out.
The advantage was played there.
Yeah,
I don't think. I'm not sure whether he should have been pulling that back there.
Well, it's all about hindsight, so you can't really say, but
most definitely.
free kick in for Walton Hersham here. Hicks challenges for the ball, and Fitzy clears.
Flicks it out of the line. Webb looking to get in on the right-hand side. Webby, great touch to take it past Brewster, using his pace. Yeah. Brewster to get back in.
Oh, that's a great tackle.
A very good tackle from Brewster. Did jump into it, but he did win the ball. And it's a good tackle. And Town's got a corner on the right-hand side.
No issues with that. I like to see tackles like that. Exactly.
And it was a good recovery run from Brewster to get back.
And, absolutely. You know, it was a 3-on-2, especially with the pace of Danny Webb. You'd expect him to cause a lot of issues there, but well done.
There's a corner here for the Town. Ross Adams standing over it. Ross Adams to whip the ball in here on the right-hand side. And I'm looking for Merce at the far post, but it's won by Baldwin. Archer gets in there his head on it. Merce looking to flick it back into the box. Very composed from Dave Murphy. Jim Burnside looking to get his body in front of Huswick. Falls to Adams. He tries.
He saw his name in lights.
Adams, and it goes over the shed end. And the Walton Hersham officials over on the far side just giving a little shout.
Yeah.
And to be fair play to them.
Well,
they are, the youngest owners in football.
Yeah, well, self-proclaimed, may we add.
Yeah, but still, got a lot of time for it. Young lads getting involved.
Yeah, absolutely, it's brilliant.
Huswick now playing a ball over to McCormack, but McClelland intercepts again, and that's about 3 or 4 times now Huswick's played the ball to the left-hand side, and it's been poor. Good hassle from McCadge to get in on Burnside. It's a Town throw it out on the right-hand side. Fitzgerald coming over to take it. McClelland's played a short one to him instead. It's a good ball into the box.
Great ball.
It's a little bit too deep, and Allen managed to get his hands to it. Not a problem. He's looking for a throw out to the feet of Mills, but Adams is in there. Oh, and he's just beaten there by the bounce. Mills gets a bit of time to play. Plays it back to Brewster. Brewster looking for the run of Ogun over Murphy. Good defending from Dave Murphy there, just to see out Ogun.
Just showing his class once again. He hasn't put a foot wrong as of yet.
No, he hasn't. He's been fantastic so far.
That's what you expect from him.
Always nice to see Dave Murphy with the Leighton Town armband.
Oh, mate. Super.
Deserves it. In the team over the last 4 or 5
Very
years.
consistent.
And once again, Walton Hersham looking for that, the tricky 1-2 that's gone out for a Town goal kick. Around 5 minutes to go until half time. Here at Bell Close in the FA Vase 4th round. Please do feel free to send us your tweets of where you're watching the game from today. And, maybe we might throw a few half-time shout-outs in there.
Yeah, we might do. What I found really interesting so far is how the back line have been dealing with the balls forward. Often one's, stepping forward and obviously it exposes the back line, for a potential, if, they miss like Rossi did there, for the attackers to get in. But I think so far we've been so composed at the back.
Poor kick from Brad Kirkwood, but Murphy managed to get ahead of it. And hits Ogun. Mills gets it, but Ross Adams managed to get a foot in there, and it's gone out for a Swans throw-in.
But yeah, I've been very impressed by the defence so far.
And they've kept the line. It's been quite disciplined line.
Yeah, very disciplined.
Let anyone get in behind, really.
Nothing silly either.
But Ogun's now got the ball.
It's been
looking to
headed
hold
by
off
Murphy.
He's given a little bit of space. And Mills once again looking for the switch across. McCormack gets a touch to it. He could go back to Hicks, and he does. Burnside looking to press Hicks here, and he does. Oh, and it's very composed from the skipper there. It does well to get past Burnside. Looks for a ball down the channel. Joe Fitzgerald's there. Does well. Kelly gets it in, looking for inside for McCormack. But Fitzgerald's there
superb
once
from
again.
Joe Fitzgerald.
Plays the ball up. Hicks.
Danny Webb on
press
here.
Hicks here. And he certainly does. Manages to get there. Puts it out for a Walton Hersham throw-in. And that, once again, is the complacency from Hicks, who was looking to turn out and play back to the goalkeeper, but didn't realise the pace of Danny Webb.
Yeah, and he loves them runs in behind there, doesn't he?
He certainly does. You know what Webby's like.
Yeah. Like a dog with a bone.
His kicks out from the back have been very, very poor today.
Another forward pass from Murph.
Gets the ball up to
Great
Folger.
potential.
Folger bringing it down. Looking for the
That's what you want, getting the ball out from the centre backs.
Felland inside to Webb.
Very composed. Leighton just controlling the game now.
Burnside gets there ahead of McCormack. Turning back to Fitzgerald, looking for a ball to Burnside, but Hicks brings it down. Got time on the ball out on his left-hand side. Plays it inside to Huswick. Huswick looking to maybe go back to Hicks, and he does. Town just giving them a little bit of time on the ball rather than going and pressing them. No. Nothing wrong with keeping them there in that part of the pitch.
No. Just a bit of game management coming towards the end of the first half. Going with a 1-0. Yeah. Heads high.
Kelly looking for Huswick, but forced him to chase that one. Huswick looking for a clip up the line to Baldwin. It's gone to Mills. Mills back inside to Baldwin. Baldwin to Ogun. Good touch from the number 9. Plays it back to Baldwin. This is better from Walton Hersham. Mills. Back to Facadge. He's looking for a switch to McCormack, who's in plenty of space, but it's poor.
It's not the first time he's found himself in that much space here on the left as well, McCormack. You'd think Arch and Fitzgerald would be keeping an eye on that more.
Once again, the ball out to him has been poor.
Yeah, Leighton have got away with it there.
He'd 100% have been getting away with it. The balls across to McCormack have been poor. If they have found him, I'm sure he would be causing the Town back line
without doubt.
Problems.
Yeah, he's showed real quality on the few occasions he's been given the opportunity to.
Kirkwood with a goal kick for Town as we approach the interval here at Bell Close. Looking up for Burnside, but Hicks has come in and won it with his chest. Newbury trying to get it down. Thomas plays a good ball. Looking for Campbell, who just wasn't quite on the shoulder of Baldwin there, who missed it. That was back into the hands of Liam Allen.
Hicks has really stepped up these last 10 minutes. You know, he's stepping into midfield and winning the ball there.
Yeah, he showed a little bit more class.
Yeah, exactly.
Once again, he's just showing maybe a little bit of a sign of potentially overplaying. Huswick into Verkaj. Verkaj, good touch, comes away from his man, does really well there, the number 8. And he plays it across to Collins, but it's a poor pass from the number 8. And Town could go break quickly here, looking for a quick throw.
Oh, arms referee.
Burnside looking to get around him. Collins well over him, but Burnside managed to get
just shrugging off the fouls there.
Wins a quarter there. Really good work from Jim Burnside.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he shrugged off a couple of fouls and he kept his head and he won down the corner.
A poor pass there from Kaj, and then a quick throw from Town gets us on the attack.
Yeah.
And we've won a corner.
That's what you like to see, just like the first goal, counter-attacking.
Using the pace and the
bit of momentum.
tenacity to get
Absolutely.
forward.
Rossi going over to take the corner now. Let's see if Leighton can make it 2 before half-time.
Ross Adams standing over the corner on the right-hand side. He gets the ball in the mix out. It's a good ball from Rossi.
Oh.
It comes out to Scott Thomas. Going to go back to Fitzgerald. He does. Fitzgerald, plenty of time here.
Centre half staying up.
Get the ball back in the box. Looking for the head of Brian Folger, who's going to challenge and wins it.
Oh, that's
But it
unfortunate.
goes out for a Walton and Hersham goal kick. Hicks with the ball at his feet here. Picks it up and looking to drive forward. Looking to open up and play a ball across to the right hand side, and he does it. It's not a bad ball from the skipper. Looking for the head of Mills, who flicks it on. Baldwin getting on the overlap. Murphy looking to in there. That's a fantastic challenge from Dave Murphy. Ross Adams clips it back up the line. Brewster manages to pick it up. He's got time now. Brewster looking for a switch to McCormack. This time finds him, but it's behind him. Still plenty to do for the number 11. Collins looks to get it back. McCormack looking forward. Plays the ball into the channel. Looking for Collins, but it's a little bit overhit from Sean McCormack, and Fitzgerald will get a throw in deep into Town's half.
So, approaching the end of the first half, what's your thoughts on it, Kieran?
I've been impressed. Been very impressed. I think Town have looked good. Defensively, like I said, like we've touched on, I think we've been very decent. And I would say a fair reflection of the game, potentially a draw. Walton Hersham have had a bit, but they haven't showed anything really going forward apart from that early header. So, for me, Town will be happy with their lead and it could be debated that they deserve to be in front, but still plenty of football to be played.
Yeah. Any surprises for you so far?
Not really. I think the game's gone the way we expected it to.
Yeah.
I do think that the Town early goals really settled any nerves that we may or may not have had. And hopefully when the boys come in at half-time, we can,
That's really well won there from Ashton.
Rossi's got it on the left-hand side. Rossi looking to get a ball across, but Hicks brings it down well. Plays a little ball into Brewster. Newbury pressing him straight away. Brewster manages to hold him off. Does really well there. Brewster to come out of it from midfield. Looking to play a ball for Ogan, but he's just ventured into an offside position, and Fitzgerald manages to sweep up and play it back to Kirkwood. Kirkwood with a ball out towards the left-hand side. Campbell looking to challenge Huswick, but Huswick wins it, and it's out for a Town throw-in on the halfway line out on the left.
That's all come from that pressure from Newbury once again there. Every time that ball drops in midfield, he's on it.
Yeah, he's been very impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the standout players as of yet.
Ross Adams to take the throw. Throws it up towards Campbell, but Baldwin gets there. Thomas wins it into the feet of Burnside. Burnside looking to turn and get a shot away, but hits the feet of Danny Webb. Campbell presses Baldwin and wins. Sorry, Walton Hersham winning, get thrown out on their right-hand side. Plays it into Brewster. Back to Baldwin. Baldwin with a touch. Looking to play it line to the feet of Mills, but Campbell gets there in the way. And it's half-time here at Bell Close with Leighton Town winning 1-0. Ben, we touched a bit on the first half already. What can we expect from the second half?
I think Leighton are going to come out a lot more, calm. Maybe a bit more game management just to retain the 1-0 lead. I don't think we're going to go overly attacking.
But I do think maybe a second goal is vital.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, if they score, obviously they equalise. But I think if whoever gets the next goal will go on to win the game. If Walton Hersham score, I do think they'll be in the ascendancy and potentially go on to win it.
Well, it's the classic conundrum. Do you sit behind the ball and take the 1-0 lead, or do you go for it, maybe go for a 2-3-0 lead and be a bit more comfortable? But with that comes obviously the risk of the opponent scoring.
Yeah, most definitely. Anyway, half-time here at Bell Close with the Town leading 1-0 thanks to an early Danny Webb penalty after Archie McClellan was fouled in the box by Louis Collins. We're going to take a 10-minute break and we'll join you just before the start of the second half. Here we are then, about to get underway for the second half here at Bell Close. 1-0 to the Town so far in the Bill Base FA Vase 4th round. Looks like the Town won't be making any half-time changes. Of course, only just 3 on the bench, those being James Town, Alfie Osborne and Tom Bryant. Do you say, who could we bring on to maybe cause a problem for Walton Hersham? I mean, Townley obviously, has got a lot of quality in the more attacking areas, whereas Alfie and Tom Bryant are more, defensively minded.
Well, yeah, it just depends what approach we want to take. If you want to, kind of sit behind the ball, then obviously you could bring Alfie on as maybe a holding midfielder, take one of the forwards off,
you could
drop him in the holding midfielder role. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
But then, if you want to go for it, bring Townley on, or even, change him for, say, Rossi or someone where he can play by full back and out on the wings.
Definitely.
It'll be interesting to see what Sweeney does.
Certainly will.
Is that a substitute for the away side now?
No, it's not. Looks like both sides are going with the... Both sides going with the same lineups from the first half. No changes as of yet. Here we go.
Expect a strong start here.
The Bill Base FA Vase 4th round. Sorry, guys, turn my microphone off there, guys, sorry. Anyway, Ogan holds the ball up. Looks to flick it up towards Mills, but Adams gets in there to sweep up. Brad Kirkwood dropping off, giving an option there if Adams wants to go short from the throw-in. Town thrown here on the left-hand side by the home dugout. Flicked up towards Burnside, but Baldwin heads out. And it's a Town throw once again. Town just getting up the pitch.
Yeah, it's looking like a similar formation as well for Leighton.
Yep, no real formation or tactical changes so far.
Which is good to see, because nothing really needs to be changing from a Town perspective.
Adams into Burnside. Kelly gets in there. Adams looks to play the ball up to Danny Webb. Over Webb's head, but Huswick can't quite deal with it. Webb looks to get in, pressures Baldwin off the ball, and wins a throw-in. Adams the take, plays it towards Campbell. Campbell looking to hold the ball up there. Claims for a foul, but goes out for a Swans throw-in down in the left-hand side. Huswick looking to play the ball up to Ogan.
Well,
Murphy
won.
wins it against Ogan. Doesn't quite know where the ball is, but Ogan comes away with it. Looking to play it across with his left foot. Plays it across to Hicks. Hicks stepping forward. It's not a great touch from the captain, but he does well to drive forward. Good turn from the captain. Very composed he is on the ball. We're doing a little bit too much. They're trying to get the ball out of his feet for catch. Looks to play it towards Kelly, but Murphy goes in and wins it. Campbell now looking for a flick. Baldwin gets up ahead of him, and it's out for a Town throw-in. Adams to take once again.
Yeah, it's picked up where it left off, really. A bit scrappy in the middle. But
certainly has.
Very competitive.
Adams looking for a ball up to Campbell, but Huswick is there. Plays it into Campbell.
There's nothing in that. His hands are down by his sides.
Kelly into Brewster. Brewster now with a bit of space in the centre of the park, looking to spray it across to McCormack, and that's a very good ball from Brewster, who is impressed so far in the centre of the park. McCormack now on the left-hand side, facing up Fitzgerald. Comes inside on his right foot. Can he get a shot away?
It just didn't bounce for him there.
It's bobbled up, and it's out for a Town throw-in.
Yeah. You could see what he meant, but yeah.
Like see what he's trying to
dodgy bounce.
Come inside on his right-hand foot. Did get the
That's what happens here at Bell Close.
Did get the better there of Joe Fitzgerald.
Yeah, done very well there, moving forward. And it shows, they do have that threat.
Archie McLennan in plenty of space on the right-hand side here if Town can work it across to him. Collins coming far inside, sunning some of the boys' eyes. Campbell wins it. Newbury looking to get in on Vakaj. Very composed with Vakaj, but Campbell looks to get in there and win it. Vakaj still comes away with the ball, plays it across to Hicks. Webby pressing Hicks now. Back to Allen. Allen looking for a ball out to the right-hand side, looking for the head of Baldwin. Adams is in there. Baldwin wins it. Good touch by Mills. Mills coming forward now on the right-hand side. Campbell getting back.
Oh, that's great from Ashton Campbell
recovery
there.
Run from Ashton Campbell. Dave Murphy just hoiks it out for a throw-in, but very, very good.
Yeah, it gives Rossi that freedom as well, just to get forward when you've got someone like Ashton Campbell.
He's got the pace to
backing
get back
you
in.
there.
Good challenge from Murphs on
Again,
Ogun.
Murph's just superb.
Newbury looking to come inside, but Ogun picks up the ball. Adams getting in on
It's a head injury for Sonny Newbury there, so you'd like to see the ref pull
Good
up the
challenge from Folger. Newbury down just now. Head injury.
Yeah.
Referee's just stopped the play there.
complaints from the Walton Hersham bench, but protocol say if it's a head injury, the game has to be stopped.
100%.
And rightly so.
Outfield from James Taylor just off for a warm-up.
Yeah, both players who could come on really in that position.
Most definitely.
Perhaps James Tower, the more attacking option.
Yeah, definitely the more attacking minded out of the two, but obviously Towley, as we know, can slip in to a number of positions.
Yeah, absolutely. Both players can and have.
Here's Hicks on the ball, plays it back across to Hustwick. Hustwick now clipping it up the pitch. McCormack now taking on McClelland, looks to find it into the box to Collins, who's come across from left back.
Great composure from Joe Fitzgerald there once again.
That's a very good touch from Hicks, playing to Brewster, who gets there just ahead of Burnside. Hustwick plays it back to Brewster. Brewster now spraying it wide to Mills. That's a very good ball from Reece Brewster. And Mills taking on Ross Adams, gets the ball across. Dave Murphy's there once again and finds the feet of Ashton Campbell. Ashton Campbell looking to find the feet of Burnside. Not a bad touch from Burnside. It was being held back there.
Yeah.
Would like him to potentially see the ball, be a bit protected better there, but he was, being manhandled
Definitely
a bit
infringed
by Fakash. Burnside looking to get the head of
well
Brewster.
recovered.
Newbury could get there.
And that's
a
late.
late challenge
That's
from
very
Brewster,
late.
and the referee said he's won the ball there. He was right in front of it, to be fair. That's a good ball, and Kelly could be in here actually. For Walton Hersham, he lobs Kirkwood. And it's 1-0, Walton Hersham. Alex Kelly, a long ball forward for the visitors. And Alex Kelly gets in there and heads over Brad Kirkwood, who is beaten. And, it's a very smart finish from the number 10, but a poor goal to concede from Town's point of view. Just a long
it's
ball
disappointing.
Forward.
We switch off and they score, and if it's a foul, that's up for debate, but at the end of the day, you'd like to see a bit more discipline and defence there.
It's a disappointing goal to concede by Town's account. But
and I'm sure the Town are disappointed in that,
Town really do need to react now if they want to stay in this game, because Kelly, with the goal for Walton Hersham, will now find his side in the ascendancy. Maybe a little bit more confidence.
Sonny Newbury winning the ball once again.
Plays a ball into Burnside, who can't quite bring it down. Campbell pressing Hustwick. Hustwick looking for a touch of composure. Ooh,
that's great pressure there from Ashton Campbell.
Good pressure from Campbell.
Oh, that's very smart from Ross Adams.
Disappointing by all accounts there from Town.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, we just switched off for a moment there at the back, and, you can say it happens, but it shouldn't be happening. But
no. Credit where credit's due. A very good finish.
Very smart, composed finish. And he has been looking very well.
Shows that he has played at a higher level.
Absolutely.
Campbell there gets the ball trapped under his feet. Mills getting.
Oh, he's done so well there, keeping that ball.
Really well there. Could get there ahead of the goalkeeper, but Allen comes out and sweeps very well to dispossess Campbell.
Well, Kieran, what a competitive game we've got on our hands now, mate.
Certainly do. Certainly do. McCormack flicks it on, looking for the run of Kelly. Folger just tracking the man, and Kirkwood comes out to gather. Not much Brad Kirkwood could do there.
No, you've got to come.
No man's land,
yeah.
But, it's one of them. You do have to sort of come and try and make yourself a presence. But yeah, it's a very smart finish from one of Walton Hersham's danger men, Alex Kelly.
Absolutely.
Anyway, game on here at Bell Close in the Bill Base FA Vase. An early goal in the second half for the visitors, just like Town in the first half. Which is going to make this game very interesting now. And Kelly coming forward.
He's got
offside there from Ogun, definitely.
Taking it back here to Jim Burnside, who was very handsy on him there, and you'd like to see the ref, because it's obviously a volatile situation, and if Jim Burnside is to eventually flip, there's not just if he sends him off when he's being manhandled like this quite often.
Question marks maybe of a foul in the build-up to the goal as well from Walton Hersham. Referee wasn't quite by it, and did say that Brewster had won the ball.
Yeah.
From here, it looked questionable, maybe a 50-50.
It looked two-footed from here.
I would probably give him the benefit.
You've got to side with the ref if he's that close.
If he's that close.
But that doesn't, even so, it doesn't excuse.
Yeah. Ball up from Murphy, headed out by Hustwick. Ross Adams with a throw-in by the away dugout. Adams throwing it in towards Burnside. Burnside to win it. Brings it down well. So good touch from Jim Burnside. Looks to play it out to Archie McClelland, but it's poor from Jim Burnside.
Yeah, well, you can see what he's doing there, but it's just not on. It's just maybe trying to force it a bit much now. Leighton, they just need to relax and stick to the game plan that, played in their hands in the first half.
Most definitely. Allen plays it short to Hustwick as Walton Hersham looks to play out from the back once again. Hustwick looking to come forward. And he pings the ball looking for McCormack. It's a very good ball, but Fitzgerald managed to get there and win it. McClelland looks to take it under his stride. Looking to beat Collins, who gets back in well. McClelland. looking for a ball down to Webb. That's a good ball from Webb. Hicks trying to get across. I mean, Hicks has got his hands all over Danny Webb there.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good battle, but
they've clearly picked up the dangerous runs from Webby. They know that he's the threat running in from behind now, and they're trying to manage that.
Thomas showing his composure. They're getting the ball out to Fitzgerald at right back, who comes inside, looks to play a ball
very
to
composed
Webb.
from
Good touch
Fitzgerald.
from Danny Webb. Looks to come inside past Hicks, but Hicks and Cowd managed to see him out there. Fitzgerald looking to intercept, but Ogan managed to get a touch on it. Plays it back to Vakash. Vakash, can he open up? He looks to try and find the run of Mills, but Adams is there. Brings it down and turns. Plenty of time for Ross Adams here. Plays the ball into Ashton Campbell's feet. Ashton, good touch inside, but it's heavy. Very poor from Campbell there. And Vakash managed to pick the ball up. Gets past Adams using his strength. Gets the ball into Kelly. Kelly, a little flick round to Ogan. And Walton Hersham could have been in there.
I'm not sure what he's pulled that up for. And he's distributed a yellow card to Sonny Newbury-Bar. For what reason, I'm not sure.
Is it a pullback or maybe something?
Potentially. I'd imagine it was a pullback because obviously he stopped the play.
Two yellows apiece now for either side, with Jim Burnside and Sonny Newbury-Bar in the book for the town, and Louis Collins and I can't remember who went in the book.
No, your guess is good mine, mate.
Was it Mills? I can't remember. Anyway.
Yes, I believe it could be, actually.
That's a great show.
So Walton Hersham, free kick about 45 yards out here.
Yeah, Brewster over it, who I must say has looked very, very good on the
ball.
Yeah,
he's getting the ball out from the midfield and the back very well on numerous occasions.
Definitely.
He's exciting to watch.
Hicks, Huswick and Mills at the far post, potentially looking for a header back across with Ogan lurking in the centre of the park. Good ball into a good area, but no Walton Hersham players challenging that. Maybe not quite on the same wavelength there, looking for that ball. Alfie Osborne looking to be getting warmed up here for town. Could be a first change in this game.
Yeah. Who do you think he's going to bring off?
I'm not sure.
Sonny Newbury-Bar, I think. He's ran himself into the ground.
He's been very, very good so far.
Yeah, and obviously now he's on the yellow.
Could potentially see him maybe bringing Alfie into to right back, maybe moving Fitzy into the centre defence and moving Brian into the middle potentially.
Yeah, that is more than an option.
Would like to see Brian maybe getting involved in the centre of the park, but he has been quite solid so far.
Yeah, absolutely, very consistent. But obviously he's got that attacking outlet that we can utilise. Yeah.
Kirkwood looking to get up to Burnside. Scott Thomas looks to bring it down. It's heavy.
That's
very high from Huswick. That's nasty.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a card here.
He finds himself in the book, and it's a second yellow.
That's a second yellow for Huswick, and he's gone.
A second yellow,
and rightly so. That's rightly
so.
I don't think there's an attempt
for that first yellow. And the Walton and Hersham now find themselves down to 10 men here in the Build-based FA Vase for a very, very poor foul on Scott Thomas, high on his chest with his boot. And to fair, Scott Thomas done well there to get in front of his man and
absolutely.
get a little bit of a knock in the process.
Challenging for the ball. It's brilliant. There's protests from the Walton and Hersham players, but I don't think you can protest that.
With Walton and Hersham, they were starting to dominate potentially and getting a little bit more on the ball. This could really change it now for Town.
A very unhappy Walton and Hersham bench. Could this be the turning point in the second half, Kieran?
Potentially. I mean, a red card can really change a game, and
either way,
Town could now find themselves with a little bit more going on. Ross Adams with a poor ball into the box, and Ogan looking to carry it away here for the visitors, who, of course, are now down to 10 men. Second yellow for Huswick.
Yeah. Be very interesting to see how this one plays out. Will Walton and Hersham go for it, or will they sit behind the ball?
Well, they've got that early goal in the second half and given themselves, a good opportunity now. However, no one knows what can happen with 10 men. They can become more difficult to beat, and they can make it, far more difficult for Town. But they've got the quality to get the ball down and keep playing. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like Fakad just slotted into centre half for now. He's looking for the run of Mills down the right-hand side, but Murphy's there to mop up. Heads the ball towards Campbell, but Baldwin gets there. Campbell should really be getting there ahead of Baldwin. And Mills now on the right-hand side looking to get a ball across. It's a good ball into Baldwin, who flicks it to McCormack, who's got space.
Oh, that's superb
very,
defending.
Very good from Leighton Town.
Bodies on the line. Oh, that's quality.
Another great challenge from Brian. Collins does really well there to read McLennan's dummy.
You'd like to see the Town picking up more players there. Obviously, the man down as well now, Walton
yeah,
Hersham. There's 2 men free there, both at the edge of the box on the far side.
It's an easy ball to get that across the board in there. You know, he's one of the only men in the box. Fitzgerald with a throw on the right-hand side.
A lot of space over here on this left-hand side, Kieran.
Yeah, they're coming across, sort of bunching across, trying to stop any Town threat. Hicks heads it into Kelly. Kelly's chest. McClellan gets a flick on it. Ashton looking to press Baldwin. Scott Thomas looks to play a ball across to Ross Adams on this left-hand side. Ross brings it back inside. Finds Scotty Thomas's feet. Good ball to Campbell.
Great composure.
Campbell now. Running at Baldwin and Brewster. It's not great from Campbell, but you're under a bit of pressure there. Composed from Vakaj into Kelly. Kelly looking to find Ogun, who rolls Scott Thomas. Not many options up here for Walton Hersham, though. He's done well to hold the ball up. Played a little one into McCormack. McCormack now looking for the run of Kelly and Mills, but he finds Ogun with a lovely reverse ball. And it's 3-on-2 here for the visitors. It's a poor touch from Ogun. Murphy found himself down on the floor. But Ross Adams managed to sweep up and see a corner. James Town ready to come on here for Leighton Town.
Yeah, I think that's a good change.
Yeah, positive.
Wherever he plays, also if he slots in at right back or further up the pitch.
Further up the park. I mean, now with Walton Hersham being down to 10, I think it's important now for Town to get in and take the game by the scruff of the neck and go on to win this game. You know,
start to really dictate this game. You know, they got the extra man.
Exactly.
Maybe if that means sitting back, passing the ball around, controlling the game for a bit, then so be it. But I think they really need to take the game by the scruff of the neck.
Well done
Great
from
claim
Brad
from
Kirkwood.
That's an ambitious ball there.
Pressing Collins. Burnside now pressuring the goalkeeper. Here's Collins. Collins looking to play it. It's a Town change now.
James Town coming on for the Town here for
Jim Burnside being replaced by James Town.
He's putting a great shift, it must be said. He hasn't stopped running.
No. A very good shift from Jim Burnside. James Town now coming on in his place.
Superb.
Be interesting to see how Town change this now.
Yeah.
Potentially go 4-3-3, bring Townley into the centre of the park with Sonny Newby and Scott Thomas.
Well, yeah, you think so. Obviously, they've taken off a striker there for more of a wide player. Yeah, it looks like he's slotting in the middle there, Kieran.
I'm happy with that. There we go. And Joe Fitzgerald with a throw in on the right hand side.
Potentially even a number 10 role.
Yeah, we'll find out. Is Town off the chest. Early touch for Town. Plays back to Fitzgerald.
Touch.
Hicks looking to flick it back up the line. Keeps it in play. Up to Ogun. Folger pressing him and Scott Thomas plays it back to Joe Fitzgerald, who goes back to Murphy. Murphy. Good touch from Murphy, but Mills presses him. It's not great from Dave Murphy, and the ball's over Brian Folger's head. Ogun could be in here. Brad Kirkwood comes out, and he does very well to deal with that.
Yeah.
Hands well by his side.
Yeah, absolutely.
No questions to be asked there.
It's a bit risky from the Town here, though.
Town lacking a little bit of
tackle.
urgency for me here, but Thomas does really well there. And now they could open up here. Ross Adams on the left-hand side, coming forward. Webb looking to make a run pass for Kaj.
It's a great run from Ashton Campbell.
Campbell is a little bit overhit, and Campbell nearly in there as he came in.
You like to see them inside runs, though. It shows they're going for it. It's the first few minutes, the centre half seems to have dropped off a bit, so maybe they've just switched off. So hopefully they'll
like to see
a bit more
from Folger and Murphy.
Yeah. But Ogun been causing problems all games.
Alan short for Kaj playing it into Brewster. Thomas straight on his back and forces a poor bounce pass back. And can Town take
a lot of Leighton forward here.
Be in here if he finds him.
Oh, that's
Good
unfortunate.
idea from Danny Webb. Towley making a good run, but Alan read it well and came out to collect the ball.
Yeah, James Town very far forward actually there.
I think he might be playing just ahead of Thomas and McClelland. Playing just off of Danny Webb. It did work against Bradford.
Yeah, potentially as another striker.
Worked very well with
that great striker
and a
from the
fantastic
corner.
assist for the second goal. Ball up towards Mills. Adams to challenge. Mills gets there ahead of Adams. Ogun looking to roll Dave Murphy, but Murphy does very well. Cormac looking to find Ogun. Adams gets there and wins it. Thomas gets
Oh,
him
that's
the
a
corner
foul.
and brings him down. Can we play advantage here? They can.
Still got
Campbell
hold of
looking
him.
For Webb.
Great
Webb
referee
could
in
be
there.
here. Questions of an offside, but Webb is in.
No, he's on.
Cash stands him up. Webb takes the pass for Cash.
Oh, that's great
And
defending.
a corner ball to Leighton Town out here on the left-hand side. Good advantage played there.
Yeah,
by the
very good
referee.
refereeing from him there, and good defending in the end from Walton Hersham.
Ross Adams to take the free kick here out on the left-hand side for Leighton Town.
Tell you what, I've been very impressed by Ashton Campbell today. His work ethic has been second to none.
Yeah, his work ethic's been good. We'd like to see maybe a little bit more end product, but he hasn't had much service to be fair so far.
Corner ball here for the Town. Rossi Adams once again stepping up to take it.
Options in the box for Town. Brian Folger looking at the far post. Good ball in from Adams.
Oh, what a goal!
And Ross Adams has scored for Leighton Town!
Go on.
Celebrating in front of the Walton Hersham bench. And Ross Adams has
That would
scored
be too
straight from a
pleasing.
corner. And Town lead
Wow.
2-1 here in the FA Vase. What a goal,
well,
Ben!
That's the magic of the Vase, Kieran.
That's the magic of the Vase. And Town lead 2-1 here at Belgrade.
Emotions really showing from Ross Adams there in celebrations. You love to see it. It's deserved. It's just superb. You just can't write it. It's the magic of the Vase, like we said. It's deserved from Rossi Adams. He hasn't stopped running. He's put in a right good shift. Honestly, what a finish.
And what a goal that is, straight from
well,
the corner.
Well, one thing in the first half looked like it was heading that way. So I think he
did.
meant it.
It's a great ball in, and no one really challenged it at
It
the far
must have
post,
been-
but it was right in the top corner from Rossi.
Yeah. One for the training ground, that. Danny Webb giving and going here to James Tow.
Towley plays
Out to Archie McClelland.
Archie McClelland now on the ball, looking to take on Collins. McClelland. Well, Town now with the lead. We're playing, of course, with 11 versus 10 now. Does this now give Town the advantage and they should go on to win this game?
You'd think so, but I'd like to think we're going to carry on going for it, you know. I think since the restart, the position of the pitch we're currently in shows that too.
Definitely.
Danny
We're to
will.
try and bring it down in the area, but Brewster comes away with it. Ogun looking to peel away on the left-hand side, but Scott Thomas comes across well and wins the ball.
I mean, the passion in that celebration just shows how much it means to the players
it
here.
certainly does. You know, and what a fantastic goal from Ross Adams. Hopefully we'll be able to pick that up on the stream later and have another
Oh,
look at
yeah.
that. Hicks looks to play a ball.
Maybe,
out to
maybe
Ogun.
that will make it to TikTok, Kieran.
I hope so. Ogun now. And Ogun can't quite keep the ball in, and Town win a goal kick. Out in front of the shed end.
Very deserved that from Ross Adams, I think. You know, he's not in his natural position. He likes to get forward, and it's nice to see him getting a goal.
Yeah, it is, and he's putting a real shift today.
Absolutely.
But it's what you
A
expect from
right-footed-
Rossi.
Yeah, a right-footed player on the left side of the pitch. It's going to be a struggle, and he showed his resilience and got himself a goal.
Definitely. Kirkwood now with a goal kick, looking to get it up the park. Not much height up there for Town, but can we pick up on these second balls? Kirkwood. Looking to find Campbell. Kelly flicks it on, but towards his own goal. Baldwin coming across. Webby pressing it. Allen now with the ball at his feet, looking to play it short. But he's going to go long, looking for Ogun.
Very well won by
Murphy does
Dave Murphy
really
there.
well there to beat Ogun in the air.
Against a much taller man.
Newbury bar. Good from Adams. Adams into Webby's feet. Webby with a
Oh, that's
great
just
little flick to
superb.
Campbell. We've beaten Baldwin, all ends up. Hicks comes across. He does very well there. Looking for a 1-2. Mills holds it up. Adams wins it. Oh, and that's just come
Ross
against
Adams.
Fox
Nearly
there.
knocking the microphones
Hey.
out our hands.
Trying to do some talking here. Kelly flicks it up the line. Mills flicks it on, looking for Ogun, but Murphy comes across well and wins a throw-in. Sorry, Walton Hersham throwing. Kelly, back to Baldwin. Baldwin looking for Brewster, but it's into the feet of Webb. Webb with a fantastic touch. He's looking for that
Ambitious ball
reverse
over
run
the
of
top.
Newbury Bar, but Newbury Bar's going to press the goalkeeper.
I'll tell you what, that's a superb
Very
touch
good
there
from the goalkeeper.
Very composed.
Hey, great minds, young man.
That's it, son.
There's a Town throw-in just in front of the home dugout. Joe Sweeney just rallying his troops, getting them ready for the last sort of 20 minutes or so. Adams looking up for the park for Campbell. Campbell flicks it
won
on,
by Ashton
finds
Campbell.
the chest of James Howe. He's been
Potentially a foul
manhandled there
ref.
by Vakaj.
But he's done
Town did
so well to maintain
And
that.
what a ball that is, James Howe.
I'll tell you what,
Hicks showing
Kieran,
his
you can't
composure.
teach that.
No, Hicks showing his composure once again.
Maybe
Campbell
overdoing it
pressing
there.
Allen. Ball's just under Newbury bar. Mills with a fantastic first touch, looking for the ball up the line to Ogan, who's going to run Dave Murphy down this right channel. Murphy coming across, but Ogan holding him off. He's looking to turn back towards his own goal, but Mills comes and takes it down the right. But Town have won themselves a throw-in, and once again Ross Adams and Dave Murphy shutting out any efforts to breach the Town back line down here on their Walton Hersham's right hand side.
Yeah, well, I don't want to jinx it, but so far Dave Murphy hasn't put a foot wrong.
No, he's been very, very good so far, showing his class and
big game player.
Commentator's cursed, hopefully. Not.
Fingers crossed.
Ball flicked up towards Vacaj. Cowley challenging. Vacaj plays it back into Baldwin. Baldwin looking for Kelly. Kelly looks to head it towards Mills, but Mills can't quite react. And Ross Adams has got another throw in front of the dugout.
Captain Dave Murphy just rallying the troops there.
Adams looking for the ball up the line for Campbell. Baldwin coming in to win it, but Campbell gets there. Webb being held off. Newbury Bar will press. He's going to drop it. Danny Webb still pressing. Looking to go across to Hicks. Hicks plays a quick ball into Kelly. Kelly with a flick round the outside to McCormack. Good play from him. McCormack back into Kelly. Good touch from Ogan. Ogan to turn out. Sprays it across to Mills. Mills looking for a ball into the box. Looks to find Kelly, but Brad Kirkwood is there. Not a problem. And Town could break here now. The break could be on. Archie McClellan looking to come forward. He's got options. Ball's into Danny Webb's feet. There's a good touch looking to turn Hicks. And he does it for Newbury Bar. Newbury Bar is well onside. Baldwin playing him on. Can he find a ball in the box here? Looking for McClellan. But Vacaj does well to sweep up and head away.
Number 2 playing him onside by about 5 yards there.
It's very good from Danny Webb there to play a little reverse ball in there to Sonny Newbury Bar. Ross Adams to take a corner on the other side. Unfortunately, this one won't be an in-swinger, but maybe
hey, I won't
outside of the boot. Him. No, he's got the quality.
Got a left foot on him too, mate. We'll find out.
Wouldn't put it past him. Anyway, here's Ross Adams to take the corner out on the right-hand side.
Calls for Ross.
And they deliver it again.
Another
great ball. Vacaj gets it away. Webb's there. Can he set Scotty Thomas? Looks to go on his own. And that could... it's well cleared by McCormack. Would have liked to see maybe a touch there from Webb back to Thomas. Well, it's a Town throw-in just in front of the away dugout here on the left-hand side of Bell Close. Ross Adams now looking for Ashton Campbell.
He's everywhere, isn't he, Kieran?
Ball into Baldwin. Campbell looking to get it into the box, but can't quite get his foot round it. And Allen will get the ball down trying to play. Walton Hersham just maybe missing something in that middle of the pitch. You know, we know they're down
player, Kieran.
Yeah, well, that's very true, Ben. I'm coming in with my own Michael Owen comments. But, you know, we're having had Vacaj drop in now to the centre half. You know, just Kelly and Brewster in the centre of the park, with Kelly playing a bit further forward. Yeah, obviously, they've got to go for it now, and you know you can't put that past them. But Town really need to use that to their advantage and get the ball back, counter attack, and try and hit them on the break and make it comfortable.
You know, going down to 10 men is definitely kind of dampened the fire that was in the middle of the park that first half. Very scrappy.
It certainly has, and it's given Town a little bit more freedom on the ball.
Absolutely, you see the ball being played out wide a bit more too.
Even that one there when the break was on, it gave Town much more time even on the counter attack. You know, you go and you're trying to press and hit them quickly, but you still get that little bit of extra time because they are missing that extra man.
And it's getting late to the game. These are going to go for it, so we'll get the chance to counter attack more and more as the game goes on.
Does not feel like 7:30.
No, it doesn't. Gorgeous day at Bell Close.
Kirkwood looking for the head of Webb. Webb comes across, wins it ahead of Hicks. Collins with the ball back into Brewster. Brewster looks to flick it on, but Scott Thomas is there. Heads it back towards James Tower. Brewster brings it down. Places to Baldwin. Baldwin inside to Kelly. Kelly with a little flick around the outside. Great flick to Ogan. Ogan comes back inside. Gets past Thomas and Newbury Bar. Looking to come inside now against Sonny Newbury Bar. Collins now on the ball. Newbury Bar in there challenging. James Town goes in a window, and Town could break it. Danny Webb onside, so is Ashton Campbell looking for Campbell. And that ball just over Baldwin's head, but Campbell, could he have read that and got a little bit wider?
You just like Ashton to commit there, trust us.
Looks like a change now for Walton and Hersham. Electric subs board here.
Wow, the big timer in town.
Any chance? And it's Sean McCormack. Sean McCormack coming off for the hosts, with Jamie Byatt coming on, going up to play against. It looks like he's going to go up and playing with Dominic Ogan, who looks like he might be venturing towards the left-hand side.
Yeah, that's a real surprise. That first half he showed real quality, but
Could have been their danger man.
Down this
He has. He's not really,
minutes.
Joe Fitzgerald's really not giving him a sniff. And when you've got something like Archer, you can get back and cover.
superb.
That's great press. And that's a foul all day long. Once again, Joe Hicks showing that he can be a little bit too complacent on the ball.
Yellow card, Kieran.
I can see him getting away with this one.
Yeah.
I can see him potentially getting away with this one, but I think the referee is going to go to his pocket.
Yeah.
And that's a yellow card, stopping the counter attack. It's a tactical foul to be fair for him, but he should not be losing the ball in those areas. Adams over the set piece. Could he curl one in the top corner? Probably. Tom Bryant stripped and ready to come on for Leighton Town. He'll be coming on shortly, but Ross Adams looking to put this ball into the box, looking for the head of Brian Folger. It's a great ball from Ross Adams, but Hicks does well just to stop Brian Folger getting the jump on him. Allen now with the goal kick for the visitors. Around 15 minutes to go here at Bell Close. Allen looking to get out of the park, looking for Mills. Adams to attack the ball when he wins it. Campbell to bring it down. Plenty of time for Ashton. Oh, and that's poor from Ashton Campbell. There's going to be a Town change here. Archie McClellan coming on, off, and being replaced by Tom Bryant. A very, very good shift from Archie McClellan. That's what you get from him in big games like this. In any games, it's always going to give you a shift.
Absolutely. 9 out of 10 performance every single game.
Most definitely.
Although, a defensive change for the Town here. Do you think, are we going to sit behind the ball a bit more?
I'm just thinking maybe a little bit, potentially maybe a little bit more cover.
Yeah.
Out on that right-hand side.
That's the Leighton Town throw.
Ross Adams here on the left-hand side to take the throw. Adams plays it up to Campbell. Campbell with a good touch. Looks to take around Baldwin, and that'll be a Town throw. Once again, getting us up the park. Done well with some of the throw-ins up here.
Absolutely. Ashton Campbell's showing great strength.
Webb's done really well there to keep hold of the ball. And Webb does well to get the ball in the centre of the park there. Scotty Thomas looking to go in there and against Hicks. He does really well, Scotty Thomas. Cuts back inside, looking to get a ball in the box. Looking for James Howell. And that's a good work from Scotty Thomas, showing his class. Joe Fitzgerald just challenging Ogan there with Tom Bryant, just dropping in. Tom Bryant just trying that little bit of extra cover out on the right hand side. Ross Adams to win it against Mills. Ross does brilliantly once again. He's been fantastic so far.
Honestly, he's not put a foot wrong. Even winning the headers, he's not the tallest of players, and he just goes every
Scotty Thomas getting in there and getting involved. Well done, Scotty.
Superb.
And he's only gone one. A Town throw in.
It's evident he's played at step 3, step 2 clubs. It's really showing this game.
Yeah. Just that in tight areas like that, and especially in a game like this where now it's getting a little bit stretched and it's getting a little bit feisty in the centre of the park as well. He's just a little bit of quality just to get in there and read the game and
just coolness.
Show his class. He's misplaced a little pass there, but we'll let that go. Dave Murphy plays it back into the centre of the park. Sonny Newbell to challenge Alex Kelly. A little push in the back there from Kelly. That's a blatant push in the back. Right Thomas looks to try and bring him down. He's well offside. He's Byatt. And Kelly looking to find the run of Byatt, but couldn't quite find him. And
you think the referee
linesman has put his flag up for offside. Yeah, a foul originally there, and then a tentative foul for Scott Thomas to try and bring him down. Maybe a little bit of tiredness in the legs.
Yeah, frustration maybe, the lack of decisions going his way.
Most definitely. Brad Kirkwood to take the Town free kick from an offside, with Byatt just running astray. Here's Kirkwood, looking to ping it towards Tom Bryant, but can't quite find him. Back to Allen. Allen now up towards Mills, but Ross Adams is going to come and challenge. Adams does really well there to just hold off Mills. Nearly kept it in, but just couldn't quite get there. Another throw-in up here by the home dugout for Ross Adams.
Rossi Adams once again.
Campbell looking to get up there, but Baldwin wins it. Adams is there. Good header from Ross Adams for Cash to get in there, but he just flicks it towards Tao. Collins managed to get there and sweep up. Plays the ball towards Ogan, but it's poor. Fitzgerald gets in there and flicks it back up the park. Late on Fitzgerald by Byatt there.
Yeah.
And Fitzgerald is down. A little bit of pain. Not too long to go here at Bell Close, Ben. Probably looking at maybe 10, 15 minutes to go. What's been your how do you see this one playing out now? Town obviously leading and Walton Hersham down to 10 men.
I think Town are going to show that we're a step 5 club now. I think we're going to sit behind the ball a bit more cool, calm and composed. Just relax, manage the game, moments like this, slow it down. No need to rush, no need to dive into anything silly. Just take the game by the scruff of the neck and go out with a 2-1 win.
And Adams looking for Campbell. It's a good ball. It's just hit Ashton's back there and Baldwin mops up, plays the ball up to Mills. Mills back to Brewster. Brewster's done well there, but Campbell's back in. Thomas is trying to win against Mills, but Mills does well to come across. Mills looking to play it across to Hicks. Hicks comes across and meets the ball. Mills looking for a ball down the channel to Ogan. Fitzgerald manages to get there and win it, but Ogan still manages to pick the ball up with his feet on the left-hand side. Ogan holding it up. Plays the ball back to Kelly. Kelly back to Ogan. Ogan comes inside.
Ogan there.
It's a good flick back inside. Ogan's got the ball back. Not many options in the mixer for him, but he managed to get a good ball across, and Byatt's found himself in a bit of space at the far post, but Ross Adams once again there to mop up the danger and stopping Byatt getting a header at the far stick. The ball in the far corner as Baldwin gets the ball across. Murphy wins it. Finds the feet of Webb. Webb plays it back to Adams. Adams looking for a ball out to James Tao. Tao finds himself in a bit of space. Can he get there? No, it's just a little bit overhit from Ross Adams there with a bit of spin on it, and Tao couldn't quite get there. Hicks picks up the ball at centre half, looking to play out. Plays it to Brewster. Brewster coming forward now, looking for a ball over the top to Byatt. And he's just got in front of Murphy there, but Kirkwood's... Oh! And that's very late from Byatt. He could go here. And Byatt has gone. Jamie Byatt. He's only been on the pitch for a matter of minutes.
That's not the first time he's lashed out. And I think rightly so. That's just dangerous.
He's only been on the pitch for a couple of minutes. And that was so late on Brad Kirkwood.
Absolutely.
No wonder he's down in pain.
I don't know if they've sent him off, to try and rattle the defence or what, but he's definitely come on with...
And that was nasty on Brad Kirkwood, really was. Yeah. No wonder he's been sent off. No, there's no argument with that one.
Oh, absolutely, and I think the rest made the correct decision there.
You're proud of that.
Now Byatt making the long, lonely walk back to the Belclose changing rooms.
Well, you've just been spoke to, and then you do that 2 minutes after. Oh, it's round! He's rattled! Lucky boy!
So down to 9 men now, Kieran.
Sorry, mate. Just trying to do a little tweet. We certainly are. They certainly are. Sorry, Walton Hersham. They're making a change. Number 6, Dan Taylor, who's coming on
defender
for
damage limitation.
Jake Baldwin. Yeah, certainly is. And now with Walton Hersham down to 9, they shouldn't be getting anything in this game.
You'd hope not, but hey, it's football.
Certainly, anything can happen.
And as we know, in this 4th round, anything can happen.
Certainly, you're not wrong, mate.
Leighton making a change here too, which was looking like Alfie Osborne coming on for Ashton Campbell, who's not stopped running all day, but a great shift in.
Ashton coming off, Alfie Osborne coming on in his place. Just trying to see out the game out now, I'm sure Town will be. We've got a 2-man advantage now, with Walton and Hersham's heads clearly going. They've chased the game, they've put in a good shift. You can't take that away from them, but
no, absolutely.
There's no need for challenges like
and there's been a few really great sparks. Kelly, Brewster in the middle has been superb for me, and Dominic Ogun up top, he showed real flair, I think, real potential.
He's not had much of the ball. When he has had the ball, he showed a little bit of class.
Like I said earlier, he's been quite isolated. You'd like to think, should he have got the service in?
I'm sure he would have. But then that's when somebody like Byatt came on then, just to try and play off of him.
Play off him, kind of.
But he's got himself sent off. And
the first touch of the game, he looked to lash out. I can't remember who, but there's a foul in the centre of the bar. So I don't know what they've told him in the old team talk,
But anyway, Town with 11 men, Walton Hersham with 9. The score is currently 2-1 to Leighton Town with around 10 minutes left, including added time here at Belclose. Town pressing Collins. And Town's just giving away a foul there, just hassling Collins. But Hicks will get on it. Walton Hersham obviously now need to go for this, obviously with a serious disadvantage. The ball played towards Ogan. Fitzgerald managed to get there. Looks to play off of Ogan. Ogan now showing his good feet. Collins looking back to Ogan, but Bryant's there covering. Brian Folger coming across. Oof. Kirkwood looks to be in a lot of pain when he went down there.
Nothing malicious, just a collision.
Yeah, Brad Kirkwood looks to be in some pain. Just about 10 minutes to go. Obviously, we don't have a goalkeeper on the bench. Town.
We have got Alfie Osborne on the pitch.
No, that's very true. And we also have run out of substitutes.
But hey.
But that was it was threatening there from Walton
Yeah,
Hersham. Town just switching off a little bit.
Perhaps a bit of confusion whether the centre half or the goalkeeper was going to come for that led to that, but
they've done
when
quite well.
in them dangerous positions, it happens.
But Brad does seem to be in some discomfort. Hopefully, we'll be able to see the game out
I
with
think it was just
not too long to go.
fingers crossed.
I'm sure John and Lorraine will look after him after the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
just a little shout out for them, actually. Unbelievable. The
great medical
team we
team
have
here
here.
at Leighton. John
big shout
Rutherford.
out. They put in and Lorraine Smith. They put in some
Superb.
real time
As
and
the
effort to
many
look after our
volunteers
boys.
at this club,
Certainly
the likes
do.
of James Taylor.
Steve Harris, Sean Downey.
Absolutely.
Even ourselves. We,
We'll pat ourselves on the back now and then.
of course. Kirkwood looking to find Thomas. Thomas flicks it on, looking for Newbury-Bar. Newbury-Bar looking for Webb. Webb brings it down. But Taylor manages to get in there. He's just come on. First touch on the ball. The cash goes back to Allen. Allen looking to hit Mills, who's gone to play a little bit further forward.
He's done very well there.
Thomas does well there. And the ball goes back to Folger. Folger plays it forward, but Cash manages to bring it down. Needs to be a little bit more urgency from Town to stop the visitors getting involved.
Yeah, maybe.
Collins now with the ball out on the far left-hand side. Tom Bryant holding him up in the corner. Looks to try and win a corner, but Alfie Osborne gets rid of it, and it's over the cricket pitch.
The problem here that could face Town is overconfidence. You don't want that, because as we saw there was 3-4 attackers up the pitch, and it was not necessary. So
No, they just need to keep putting the work in. Just put, at the end of the day, we've got Webby up there with a bit of pace.
Exactly.
Some bodies behind the ball. We don't want to give them anything, because if we were to
Nothing
concede a goal
too
here,
risky.
it would be embarrassing. They've got 9 men.
And,
Could have been a hand there. Alfie Osborne with a clearance out for a
his hand's
corner.
down by his side.
It's questionable there from Osborne, playing it out for a corner.
He did what he had to do.
Yeah, but Town are now going to have to get in and defend here. Mills over the corner. There's bodies in the box here for Walton Hersham. Town need to deal with this. Scott Thomas does really well, and Towley's there. Hooks that very well up the park, and it's out for a throw-in just by the home dugout. Taylor going to take the throw-in here on the right-hand side. Finds the feet of Ogan. Ogan being held up by Sonny Newbury-Bar, who has put in an unbelievable shift today.
Bogan having to come in deep now, I'm noticing.
Trying to get on the ball.
Attack.
Exactly. When you have got the disadvantage. That's a great shout from Brad Kirkwood. He's just going to take his time to pick this one up. And
Good
Dave
from
Murphy.
trusting his keeper.
Yeah, did really well to leave
Like
that.
to see that.
Kirkwood looking for a short one there to Adams, but decides against it. Just going to get the Town up the park. He's got plenty of time if he wants to put the ball down here. No one around him. Plenty of time just to drop that down, but he's going to go for it from his hands. Kirkwood looking to get the Town up the pitch. Collins, straight to Collins. Not a great kick from Kirkwood. Flick by Mills. Folger up to win it. Ogan challenging Osborne. Dave Murphy and Brian Folger not there. Newbury-Bar does really well. Now it looks like a foul on Newbury-Bar there from Taylor. But Sonny once again getting himself in front of the ball.
A bit nervous from Leighton Town here these past few minutes,
Has been
Kieran.
a little bit, but I think, like you said, maybe that sort of the fact that they have got 9 men, they're just thinking, oh, we can't, can't let this go. Just the one goal in it as well.
The problem with them being down to 9 now, it's like putting a dog in the corner. They're going to fight.
Exactly.
Given everything they've got now.
Because they have to. There's no reason why they aren't going to go for it. So we need to try and get one on the counter just to see this game, and then get it done.
Yeah,
Hicks does well there, looking for a ball.
Really
That's
well.
a very good ball into Mills' feet. Thomas looking to get in on Mills. Mills just sidesteps Ross Adams.
Well done.
Dave Murphy. And Kelly could be in here.
Sloppy defend.
Oh, and it's hit the crossbar.
That's a superb strike from Kelly there.
What an effort that is from Alex Kelly. Kelly finds himself in on the right-hand side. The ball just over the heads of the Town defence. Very, very shaky. Alfie Osborne goes to ground. Ogan trying to get the ball across. What an effort that was from Alex Kelly on the volley.
Strike.
Beat Brad Kirkwood all ends up and nearly bounced in off of the goal line, but Town looking very shaky here in the late stages. But Town could break here. Alfie Osborne on the right-hand side. Looks to get their head of Hicks. That's a great challenge from Osborne.
Superb challenge from Alfie Osborne.
Not too long to go here at Bell Close, but you must say that Walton Hersham are giving this absolutely everything.
Credit where credit is due, they're giving it a right go now. But you'd like to see Leighton just show their class and experience.
But they really are. They're not even getting out of their half, even with 2 extra men. It's not good to see that they're not being able to just get up the park. Just the nerves creeping in. Kelly looking to take past Thomas, and he does.
He does very well.
Kelly looking to find Collins, who is offside. Dave Murphy sweeps, but will take the offside. That was the blatant offside there.
The miscommunication between the linesman and the ref there.
Well, I think the referee's seen it, but has decided just to give the throw-in. I mean, it's an offside, you get up the pitch, but he's given a throw-in to Walton Hersham, although it was a blatant offside.
Interesting, that.
This could be controversial if Walton Hersham were to get a goal back. Ogun now on the left-hand side. Tom Bryant standing him up. Ogun looking to come inside using his quick feet. He managed to get a good ball across. The flag is up on the far side. A goal to Walton and Hersham. Dan Taylor arriving on the right-hand side. A very good header, a good ball in from Ogun.
Protest from the Walton and Hersham
great ball in from Ogun. You must say that it was a fantastic ball in, and Taylor did find himself in too much space at the far post.
Hopefully a wake-up call for Leighton now, because they have gotten away with murder.
That flag is up. That's 2 chances now off the crossbar and an offside goal. Somehow the visitors are not level. The linesman flag was up, and Taylor's protests there were somewhat aggressive towards the linesman. I must say, Ben, my heart is going. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm struggling here.
It's hard to stay composed, I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Anyway, a breath. Kirkwood's got the ball, and he's going to play it out the park.
Hopefully that is a wake-up call.
It needs to be.
A slap in the face, maybe.
Hicks wins it. Thomas off of his head. Towley brings it down. Towel back to Newbury-Bar. Newbury-Bar, can he find the ball out to Tom Bryant? But Tom Bryant has not seen that on the right-hand side, and Collins is going to pick this up. Could go back to Allen if he wants, but he's going to go
well done. Tom Bryant
does really well there. And Danny Webb has picked it up. Looking to take on Hicks, but Hicks does well. Alfie Osborne. Alfie Osborne pings one off of the clubhouse roof, and it's fallen back into Allen's hands.
Was he calling for a corner?
He was calling for a corner there. I think he was speculative from Alf.
You're not cheating, you're not trying.
I've heard that. Allen now with a goal kick as Walton Hersham looks to get out of the park. Cannot be long left here at Bell Close. Mills looking to get up, but Thomas, that's a great header from Thomas. And Towley's going to run Vakash here. Vakash does well to get himself in front of the ball. Going back to Allen. It's bobbling at Allen. 5 minutes to go here at Bell Close. Allen looking for Ogun. Ogun unchallenged, but Murphy looks to get there. Newbury-Bar, it's off of him. Taylor's looking to come in, but Ross Adams sort of sweeps up, but it's kicked back into the air. Scott Thomas wins it. Newbury-Bar's there. It's poor from Town. Bit of miscommunication there between Murphy and Newbury-Bar. Ogun. Back to Brewster. Brewster back into the centre of the park to Kelly. Kelly with a little touch to Ogun. Alfie Osborne can't get there. Murphy can, and Folger can clear up. And Webby is in a lot of space here if he can turn. What a great touch from Danny Webb! And Danny Webb could be in here.
That's a foul. Really?
And Webb looks to have been fouled there. Allen managed to mop up as Walton Hersham deal with that counter-attack. Webby just couldn't quite get away there from Brewster. Ogun looking to feed a ball through to Taylor, but Adams manages to mop up the danger.
Is that a foul there, Kieran?
Questions have to be asked. It did look like he did win the ball.
Yeah.
The ball did completely change direction, but it was unlucky from Webb. Here's Vakaj, though, as Walton Hersham keep pushing.
I must say, has been very consistent throughout this game.
Yeah. He's stepping forward. Webby in a lot of space.
Offside flag up.
Flag up once again as Kelly looks to get in. Does not finish.
It's gone wide.
It's certainly nervy here at Bell
You'd
Close
like to see
as we enter the
Leighton in these coming minutes.
as we enter the latter parts of the game. They need to find a second gear here, Town. Just something to see him out for us game. There's going to be fatigue. There's going to be tiredness in the legs, but they have to find something to pull themselves through here at Bell Close.
Whack it up the pitch, get it in the corner, get a few free kicks. Game, set, match.
Agreed. Kirkwood now taking the free kick from the offside.
Calls from Alfie Osborne for the Leighton boys to wake up. Hopefully they'll be answered.
Kirkwood looking for Webb. That's a blatant push in the back on Danny Webb from Vakaj. But Tom Bryant picks up the ball in the centre of the park, looking for a ball wide to Tao. Hicks coming across as Tao looks to try and get the better of him. Held it up, looking for a ball to Osborne. Osborne looks to get there in front of Hicks, and he does. Does very well there, Alfie
Tom
Osborne.
Bryant on the edge of the box here.
He's got options. That's a great ball from Osborne. And he could have taken a touch there to Tom Bryant, but it's in the box. Newbury-Bar.
You'd like to see a bit more calm this.
Tom Bryant could have taken a touch there. Brought it down, maybe had a bit of dinner as well. Ross Adams does really well against Mills. Mills now with the throw. He looks to play a quick one back to Taylor. Town really need to get back in here. Newbury-Bar once again putting the work in. Mills comes inside. Plays it to Kelly.
That's
Adams is there.
I'm not sure
and it's
about that
very
at
soft
all.
from the referee.
You'd like to see some consistency, Kieran.
You certainly would. It's the one there on push on
There's
Webb,
two
and he's
fouls
given
in
that one.
half now.
Walton Hersham with a free kick and a dangerous opportunity. The danger man Kelly, number 10,
creeping
standing
forward.
over it.
Nothing on channel.
Tom Bryant away.
They're cramping up. My arm's cramping up holding this microphone. Anyway, we could be in here. Newbury Bar
Allen
plays the ball
bags
to
his
Webb.
face.
Oh, but it's
Oh, that's
fantastic
unfortunate.
sweeping from Allen. He
Yeah,
does brilliantly
he has
there.
been superb.
Yeah, he really has been. That's
That save
fantastic.
from Jim Burnside in the first half was
Credit where
amazing.
credit is due once again. And Hicks finds himself in space on the left-hand side. Walton Hersham really going for this one. That's a really
Bradley
interesting
Kirkwood
ball, but
comes out.
Kirkwood is there and gets in there ahead of Ogun. And he's gone down on the ball. Good game management
Well,
there.
that's what
from
we're
Ogun.
talking about. You like to see that. You just want
You've got,
just
you know,
calm
when,
it
you-
down,
when,
take
when,
the nerves out.
when you're in a position like this and when it's nervy, we're not playing to our best of our abilities and they're really putting the pressure on us. Little things like that, just to slow the game down, take the momentum out of it, is exactly what it needs.
Yeah, you just want your big players to step up.
100%.
You know, take the edge off the game.
Kirkwood looking for Tao, but Osborne gets there. Thomas looking to get there ahead of Mills, but Osborne should be able to get in there and win it. He doesn't. Ogun gets there. Kelly. Hicks looking for a switch to Taylor. Newbury Bar got to get back in there. Taylor just a little bit overhit. And Adams to get in here on the left-hand side. Jordan Frederick there, just asking if we can do an interview. Obviously, no.
This is child-friendly after all.
Taylor. Collins on the ball. Collins switches it to Hicks. Hicks now has space on the left-hand side, plays the ball towards Ogun. It's not a bad ball from the skipper.
He's found himself in a good position here.
Ogun standing up Fitzgerald. Fitzy has
Number
got to
4
deal with
is
him
back
here.
to space here. You'd like to see him picked up.
Someone's got to find him on the edge. Someone's got to pick Brewster up on the edge of the box.
Down. They should be.
They should not be
off the
spare men.
pitch.
Ogun beats Fitzgerald.
Far too
Oh, and that's a let-off for the Town. Far too easy to be beaten there, but he fires the ball over the shed end, and Town will just hopefully slow this game out, and hopefully they can see this one out now.
It almost seems that Leighton has seen the 9 men there. You know, they're
Certainly
constantly
does.
spare men on the edge of the box and the far side of the box. Need to be picked up.
I put it down to. I would put it down to tiredness, mental and physical.
yeah,
I
just
think
you
at this
know,
point,
being switched off, but you can't afford to be at this stage of a game like this.
100%, mate. Could not agree more. Less than a minute left. The referee's just given the shout there. Less than a minute left here in the Bill Base FA Vase 4th round. Kirkwood kicks it long, looking for the head of Osborne. Osborne challenges Collins, wins it. But it's gone for a Swans throw-in. Hicks with a throw-in here on the left-hand side. Hardly any time left for the visitors to get a goal back. Tom Bryant does brilliantly there. And the ball's bouncing over Brewster's head. Tao, can he get there? Heads it past Brewster, but Brewster gets there. Tao still challenging. Brewster has done so well there to turn out.
It's been a real bright spark for Walton Hersham.
Blatant foul.
He's gone down a bit easily there, though.
And that's a push on Danny Webb there, but the ref's just letting that go.
You've got to ask serious questions of the referee. That's the third or fourth time he's made a call like that, and it's been right in front of his
Could have
eyes.
been more cards in this today.
Absolutely.
Really could have. But the ref's getting them. The time must be nearly up here. The ball's gone long. Oh my god. Yes! Get in there! And Leighton Town
Wow.
see it out here at Belclose. What a game at Benjamin.
Victory. Well, I was speechless. Bradley Kirkwood get in there, and I'd like to reiterate that.
Get in there. The game finishes 2-1 here at Belclose. All the action coming across the game, really. Goal in the first half for Town, penalty from Danny Webb, and then the second half really sprung into life. A goal from Walton Hersham from Alex Kelly before Huswick was sent off, and then, of course, Ross Adams curled in a corner, right into the top corner, straight from the corner. Absolutely fantastic from Rossi, who, I must say, in my opinion, man of the match.
Yeah, I think Joe Fitzgerald stepped up really well.
Yeah, but for me, Rossi was just everywhere today, and I
no
thought he was
doubt about it.
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, Scott Thomas has got calls for it as well because he's just so consistent. Murphs.
I'm going to put my foot down.
Yeah,
Everyone was brilliant,
absolutely.
but Rossi
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
A brilliant performance, and then, like I say, Ross Adams' goal, and then a further sending off for Walton Hersham, who finished the game with 9 men. As Byatt, the substitute, came on and was dismissed for a poor foul on Kirkwood. But what a game we had here at Belclose in the FA Vase. Just a shame, because this really would have been a game that the supporters really would have got up for.
Absolutely.
'Cause the way the game
Belclose
went.
would be rocking. There'd be potentially 1,000 fans here.
Yeah, you
But
could
we're
say
glad
that.
we could offer.
Yeah, exactly. We hope that you enjoyed today's stream. A fantastic win for the Town, a fantastic result, and we progress into the next round, which will be Cobham away next Saturday, a week today, Ben, how can you see that one going? Cobham, who were, a mixed bag at the start of last season.
Yeah, well, obviously we don't know too much about Cobham and how they're playing. Do you know where they are in their league? Or
well, they were mid-table when before the season was curtailed. 5 wins, 5 losses, and 2 draws. So it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out next weekend.
I think on our day we can beat any step-5 team in the Vase. Realistically, it's just whether we turn up, whether we stay disciplined and keep our heads. And I don't see why not. I think we've got, hopefully players will be back then. From will they'll still be suspended?
Jordan Frederick will be back, but Tom Silford will still be suspended, and Louis Collier will probably miss out for injury.
Yeah, so we'll have a bigger squad, not the full squad that we'd like, but
most definitely
still a bit more depth. Because now we have the quality and the depth.
Yeah, definitely. And it's good to see the boys getting in here in a huddle as they celebrate a fantastic 2-1 win here at Belclose in the FA Vase 4th round. Thank you very much for joining us. I've been Kieran Carvell.
I've been Ben Davidge. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope we haven't ruined your evenings too much for our natterings.
No, but we're hoping that the town gave you something to celebrate. We wish you could have been here with us. And at the end of the day, we'll hopefully have some highlights out. You'll be able to re-watch the stream if you want to, if you've already bought it. Or if people who wanted to watch it and didn't watch it, tell your friends. We'll be available for £3 on Monday to re-watch the stream as a replay. And like we say, up the town, Hopefully we'll see this one on TikTok later.
Yeah. Good night.